The following is a live presentation of CBC Sports.
Reaching for the rings in the roaring game, Kelly Scott of BC. Albertan Shannon Clybrink. When a chance at a gold medal is on the line, it takes a big shot to win. One of Olympic proportion. One moment to become Team Canada. Now, Manitoban Jeff Stoughton embarks on that journey, sets his course. A one-time world champion, Stoughton has been down this road before, never closer to his destination. In his way, Brad Gushue, a young Newfoundlander who grew up with Olympic aspirations, part of curling's next wave. Gushue's partner is legend Russ Howard. Stoughton's got his hands full, but he's ready for all that Gushue can give him to get to the games in Torino. A maritime Sunday afternoon, Atlantic Canada bracing itself as winter deepens. Games of snow and ice lure the locals today. In Halifax, they'll congregate downtown, head to the Metro Center for a favorite pastime, which carries high stakes this time. Newfoundlander Brad Gushue takes on Winnipeg's Jeff Stoughton. Somebody's going to begin their Olympic journey today. Come on into curling's house, the field of play in Halifax. We're at ice level at the Metro Center. Hi, everybody. There's the crowd. Welcome to the Canadian Olympic Curling Trials. I'm Scott Russell. Well, you think there's not a lot at stake this weekend? Think again. Yesterday, Shannon Clybrink of Calgary secured her spot to the Torino Games with an 8-7 win over Kelly Scott of BC. Today, it's the men. Two titans, two generations of curling. Brad Gushue of Newfoundland versus Jeff Stoughton of Winnipeg, Manitoba. And never in the history of curling has the course been more difficult to navigate in order to get to this point. Have a look. There are 10 great teams, the best in the world, round robin. Brad Gushue sailed through 8-1. John Morris of Calgary and Jeff Stoughton of Winnipeg both had 6-3 records. Gushue got the bye to the final. The other two had to survive a semi. Interesting to note, six-time Canadian champ Randy Ferbey not involved. Neither is Kevin Martin, the last Olympic representative for Canada. Semi-final. Let's go to the action. Fourth and play, and this is a turning point. John Morris of the Calgary Winter Club attempts a takeout, but he'll wreck on a guard. Stoughton steals 3 to lead 5-1. Morris fights back, however, down 7-6 in the 10th end of play. Critical now, facing 2. Stoughton, well, this is the touch of a master. He draws, and he goes right to the button to win this one 8-6 and to move on. What a victory. Sets up the final matchup between the 42-year-old Jeff Stoughton and the 25-year-old Brad Gushue of Newfoundland. Here are the credentials. Brad Gushue has a 2001 World Junior Championship. Jeff Stoughton brings a World Championship in 1996 to the table. Let's go upstairs. Join Don Whitman, Mike Harris, and Joan McCusker.
Thank you, Scott. Hi, everybody. When the Olympic curling trials got underway, despite his impeccable junior record, the fact he's played at 3 Briers, I think Brad Gushue had to be considered a long shot to be playing for the right to represent Canada at the Olympic Games. But he compiled an 8-1 record during round-robin play. But there's a difference between the Brad Gushue team we're seeing here, Mike, and the one that played in 3 previous Briers.
Well, you're absolutely right, Don. And the reason he was not one of the favorites is that they did not have Russ Howard on his team. And Russ has brought a component of strategy to this team that has accelerated Brad's learning curve, so to speak. You could always count on Brad for a couple of mental errors, middle of games. Not the case anymore. That advantage that Jeff Stoughton might have had over Brad Gushue in a previous meeting is not the case today. It's going to come down to shot making. Russ Howard has added that much to this team.
Well, Brad said he's much more relaxed, just throwing the stone, focusing on what his task is as the last shooter on the Gushue team, and he has played very, very well. But his opponent today has won 2 Briers. When he won in 96 and 99, Jeff Stoughton had the button in his back pocket. We saw evidence against John Morris that he's got that draw weight down again.
Well, Jeff Stoughton losing his first game here to John Morris kind of fell out of of favor for a while. No one was watching him. He has gotten stronger and stronger as the week has gone on. He's got a team that's got, each of them have a Canadian championship, at least one, and they are playing fantastic. Gould and Vandenberg know how to judge that last rock of Jeff Stoughton. He's making some great shots today.
Well, I think this is very definitely going to be a pro-Gushue crowd here at the Halifax Metro Center. Mike, is there a key matchup?
Well, we're going to look at the seconds today. As I mentioned, Russ Howard is a great strategist, but he's also played very well. He's ranked third among seconds. Gary Vandenberg, however, has struggled and continues to struggle quite often in big games. So Gary's going to need to pick up his numbers if he wants to hope to help his team go to Torino.
Well, both teams curled very well in round-robin play when Gushue prevailed by a score of 7-4. We look for more of that same exceptional curling in this battle to represent Canada at the Olympic Games. Scott?
All right, Don, the Metro Center is primed for this one. Canadian Curling will name the men who wear the maple leaf in Torino today. Stay with us.
Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials on CBC. Brought to you by Tim Hortons Limited, Mug and Canister.
Back in Halifax, the men's final Canadian Olympic curling trials on CBC. Interesting matchup. Brad Gushue might be the favored son, being from Atlantic Canada, but don't take Jeff Stoughton of Winnipeg, Manitoba lightly. He's done so much in a career, 2 Brier titles, a world championship, and Stoughton feels he's on the brink of something even bigger.
You know, we've been to world championships, Briers. We've been good enough to win one. And this is the pinnacle. I mean, it's something that I've dreamed about since 1976 when my dad went and televised the Olympics in Montreal. You know, I got a little booklet on all the Olympic sports, and obviously curling wasn't one of them at that time. So it sort of kindled the dream way back then, and now with curling being a full medal sport, it's just an ultimate dream and goal, and we want to finish it off today.
There's Jeff Stoughton. Now, as for Brad Gushue, he brings youth to the table, talent, and the great Russ Howard as his second. Howard has been to 5 Olympic trials, and Gushue knows he's a huge asset.
Russ is so good at strategy that we rely on him probably 90%. But you know, if it comes down to a shot where I'm not comfortable, you know, I have to make sure that I throw a shot that I'm comfortable with. It may not be the 100% right shot, but I think it's the right shot for the circumstances.
There's Brad Gushue, 2 generations of curlers here. The Newfoundlander Gushue, the Manitoban Stoughton. There's a master in Russ Howard. This could be a match for the ages. The crowd here at the Metro Center is ready to go. First rocks, so are we. Here are Don, Mike, and Joan.
Russ.
Well, Brad Gushue was telling me, he said, this might be the biggest chance for anybody in any sport in all of Newfoundland history. He said, from what we hear back home, it's bigger really than we want to know. And talking to Jonathan Meade, we're talking about the Olympics, and he said, this isn't fun, this focus on getting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to represent your country in the Olympic Games. And the two of you, Joan McCusker and Mike Harris, can relate to that.
I'll go. Absolutely. This is the biggest prize in curling, bar none. There is no money involved. There's no, you know, treasured trophy. This is about representing your country, and they talk about the dream, and that is what's fueling them today.
It's hard not to be emotional as a player when you come into a game like this, and all kinds of things. But if you think about the prize and what's at stake, it's very, very difficult to perform at your best. So it's really a tough mental task to stay focused on what you need to do. And the best way to relax, we found when we went into the trials in '97, was, you know what, if you don't get anything for second. So we kind of took the attitude there's not a lot to get nervous about, because second place is Zippo. So we'll see how these teams handle the pressure.
Well, Brad Gushue is much more comfortable throwing the final stone when he said he doesn't have to think about shots to be played. He can sweep stones, and he can get ready to make his own delivery and make his own shots, leaving the responsibility in the hack to Russ Howard. But Russ will defer to Brad when it comes time to an important decision as to the calling of a shot.
Well, there were comments made earlier in the week by Jeff Stoughton, or just before the trial started, about Brad Gushue not having a legitimate chance of winning, and that was before Russ Howard was part of this team. And Russ has brought a huge strategic advantage to Brad Gushue, and has accelerated, as I said, accelerated the learning curve for Brad, and he doesn't make the mental mistakes that a young skip typically makes. And Jeff Stoughton is wiser to go right after this young team.
Go around? No, go around. So you think she might be here quicker than practice?
Yeah, a little quicker in practice.
Okay.
Brad Gushue just confirming with lead Jamie Korab. As to the weight, just a little quicker, he said, than in practice.
And that's pretty consistent all week. Each team gets 10 minutes prior to game time to practice on the ice. It's always a little sticky during practice. When they get to game time, nice and keen and good curl at the end of the path of this rock will become completely buried right to that center line.
Yep. Hard. Good weight. Bump. Bumper.
Let's go, Stevie.
Steve Gould, who throws lead rocks for Jeff Stoughton, just wants to tap back the stone just delivered by Jamie Korab.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. It's not big. Whoa. Yep. Not big. Whoa. Yep. Got Steve. Push, Steve.
A lot of commuting is involved
Boy, nice start.
in this Stoughton team and playing their games. Steve Gould lives in Brandon. Gary Vandenberg lives in Vernon, BC. So the only time they really get together is when they're playing.
And with an inexperienced team, that would be very difficult to find the right flow and consistency. But these players have played together off and on over the last 10 years or so. We call it the Manitoba Shuffle. Steve Gould was with Jeff Stoughton for that championship in '96, and then not with him for the championship in '99, where John Meade joined him. So they know each other very well, and that's how they are able to get away with living far apart and just meeting for bonspiels.
Gary Vandenberg has lived in Vernon for 6 years. He left the team briefly in 2000. He ranked 9th among seconds during round-robin play.
And there's a big difference between Gary's in-turn and out-turn. He's a much stronger thrower on the out-turn side.
Nice.
The only blemish on the Team Gushue record, a loss to Pat Ryan by a score of 9-5.
It's good. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Just board. Whoa. Board. Whoa.
Any?
Oh, no. Okay. Appreciate it.
Stoughton started with a loss to John Morris, the man he defeated in the semifinal, and his other setback was at the hands of Brad Gushue. That was a bit of a grudge match in view of the comments that were made prior to the competition when Stoughton was asked to assess the talent and the possibilities of each team participating in the trials as to their chances of winning. He said, Gushue, not a chance.
Right to it. Okay.
So when he was asked to pick a team that would win it, he said, naturally, I'm picking our own team. And here he is playing in the final against a team he did not rate very highly coming in.
Well, we talk about changing of the guard, and John Morris and Brad Gushue are the two logical choices for the next great teams in this country. And I think a lot of people had in mind that it would be 2010. Olympic trials that Brad Gushue would excel in. And as I said, Russ Howard coming here has changed all that.
Okay, good shot.
And Russ was saying that in making some of the decisions, it's a lot of either or. Because as I said earlier, he defers to Brad because it is still Brad Gushue's team.
Out there and it might move.
Yeah, I figured it'd go pretty hard. That did curl quite a bit.
First one didn't quite finish either.
No, Gary's both ran pretty straight too, especially the second one.
Here, little up.
Yesterday in the women's final, Shannon Kleibrink prevailing over Kelly Scott, scoring 3 in the 10th end for the win. We saw quite a defensive struggle for the first 5 ends. Do you anticipate, Joan, that this might be much the same?
Go, Jeff, go!
It may be certainly starting the game off with a guard, put away some of my fears that it may be a wide open end. Jeff Stoughton typically will hit those rocks. If the first rock, lead stone, is brought into the forefoot, he will hit and not throw up that corner guard early in the match. So I was antimonticipating that it may be fairly wide open these first couple of ends until either team kind of makes a move. Lovely hit and roll.
And that's the type of shot making we've seen from Mark Nichols all week.
He's been on fire all week.
Yeah, I think so.
When the Stoughton team lost to Gushue in round-robin play, they curled 91%. And it was spectacular shots by Nichols and the winning points on a great shot by Brad Gushue that enabled Gushue to win it by a score of 7-4.
Go right to it. Hard! Keep going. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. That's good. That's good. Nice. Good. Good, John.
Great rushing there by Vandenberg and Gould.
A big 4 on the 9th end, the difference as Gushue won it by a score of 7-4. It had been a tremendous battle to that point.
Real quick down here now, hey?
I would imagine, yeah. Wait's good. 5.
Line's good. 6. Ramp.
5.
Line's good. Line's good.
Yeah.
On only 5. Whoa, where is it?
5.
Line's good.
Yeah.
6. Whoa. Hey, bump it. Bump it hard. Bump it hard. 7.
Do you think these two teams are ready to play?
Very impressive.
That's not bad.
Good.
You're right on it.
Back there?
Yeah.
Jeff Stoughton in '96 won the Brier in Kamloops with an 11-2 record. In '99, he won in Edmonton with a record of 10-3. In '96, he won the world title. And in '99, he finished in the runner-up position. He's also skipped teams to 2 Canadian mixed championships.
Okay.
He's been one of the best players in Canada for a long time.
From the Charleswood Curling Club, Jeff Stoughton with his first stone of this opening end.
Line's good. We gotta go. Line's good. Yep. Line's great. What's the weight? Just to it. Put it right on the nose. Right on the whoa.
Top it here?
Whoa.
Topping it here.
Yep.
Beauty. Great shot, Jeff.
That's a great shot. Look how those red stones are lined up to the yellow shot stone on the button. And you know, with that much experience with Jeff Stoughton, he's not going to get rattled. Nerves, I don't think is going to be an issue for that player.
Yeah, he bounced a little too far, didn't he? Can you throw hack weight and get alt sit 3?
Well, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know if you can. You probably leave a pretty easy triple.
Yeah.
I don't mind a guard for
Yeah,
now.
I like the guard. Make your next
Then he's
one.
got a guard, and we got to draw a forfeit, don't we?
I like it.
Let's play. Take lots of ice here, Russ.
Russ Howard was saying that he has to call a shot that Gushue feels comfortable in throwing.
Two options here. It's either come down and tap the yellow or throw the guard. And by throwing the guard, you anticipate that Jeff will throw a guard on the other side, and Brad will have some sort of draw to the side of the forefoot.
Tuck it at all or no?
Yeah, tuck a piece is nice.
It was with the way these teams have been playing all week, this draw to the side of the forefoot, although it seems difficult, is actually not that tough, and it's going to be very big 2 points if Brad Gushue can start with the deuce here in the first end.
Just drop it. Clean. Just clean.
Clean it.
2. Just 2.
Well, just clean. Just clean. It's over bending.
Yep.
Well.
Whoa.
Well.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
All 14 rocks so far, and the scorers would have them at 100%.
2 ways to the forefoot anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark, think about the path.
What's that?
Think about the next path.
Yeah. Depends on where this one ends up.
I should have bumped yours a foot hair sooner, eh?
On mine?
Yeah.
Nah. It's okay. We got all the forefoot there.
No, it's a great shot.
Halfway.
Just a straight guard here from Jeff Stoughton, trying to cut off the in-turn path to the forefoot. He'd like this guard stop in this area.
And as they said, they will have the other side of the forefoot to draw their second point too.
Weight's all there.
Halfway tight.
Or tight.
Tight.
Line's good.
Tight.
Clean it.
It's just a
Get
line
over
shot.
curl.
Doesn't matter how deep this guard is, really. If it's high or very close to the range,
Just
won't
halfway.
make a
Just let
big
it go.
difference to Brad.
Okay, Jeff.
Good, Jeff.
Okay, very good.
Good shot. Took away that little hack weight tap
there
for three.
clearance
That
back
was
here?
the #1 priority.
Is there any tissue back here?
Yeah, I don't mind a bit more.
Yep.
And look at the ice they need to take to draw this to the tee line. It's just such big finish on the rocks, right at the end of the path.
Quick out here.
They need to take that much ice right to the edge of the house to get this one in the forefoot.
This will be a big confidence boost for Brad Gushue if he can make
This
this
is going to
shot.
curl, Brad.
Oh yeah. That should be enough ice though, shouldn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Should be all game out here, right?
I think so, Brad. I don't think it's any slower.
Final stone of the opening end, an opportunity for Gushue to get a deuce.
Way out there.
Well, if you can.
T line, just go T. Line will be okay if you're T line. Line's okay if you're T.
Wall. Line, wall, line.
Line's good.
Clean, wall, line's good.
T line.
Off. Wall, off.
Will it dig in time? He's got it.
Great brushing, good judge. Perfect. For
Great
the
start.
opening deuce.
What an interesting afternoon we're in for if it continues this way through 10 ends. Brad Gushue first on the board with the deuce on end #1.
Straight in.
Great ball.
Big crowd at the Metro Center watched Brad Gushue draw for a deuce in the first end to lead Jeff Stoughton of Winnipeg early, the Canadian Olympic Curling Trials, the men's final. Well, here is the great Kevin Martin, who won a silver medal for Canada at the Salt Lake City Olympic Games. Kevin and I were watching the first end on the monitor, and he kept saying, perfect, that's perfect, perfect. How about an honest assessment of the talent that's out there?
Well, the talent is extreme, there's no question. But what a first end. Everybody made everything. Nichols made a perfect shot. You know, for a young team to come into the final and make those shots first end, looks good on them.
Listen, does it pain you to have to sit and watch this and not be able to go back to the Olympic Games and try to win that gold medal?
Yeah, it's hard to watch for sure. But one thing about it, the two teams are out here. We will get a good representative no matter what in this final game. So that's a good thing.
Let's talk about perhaps one of the intangibles. Jeff Stoughton, you've known for a long time. He's been to a big championship match before, won a big championship. Brad Gushue has not been to that kind of a game. Could that play itself out here, do you think?
Yeah, well, it could. That was a big do-so to relax everybody and get everybody into the game. There's no question Brad would have been some kind of nervous going into this, and that was a big 2 points to relax everybody. Now Russ can maybe take over a little bit and kind of sort of shelter Brad for the next few ends and keep it going. That's going to be the trick. Late in the game is where Jeff's experience will come through. Now we'll see what the score is at that point, because that is just a huge deuce to start the game.
One last question, Kevin. You've been involved in curling for so many years. You've been involved in the money level of the game. You've been involved in the big championships like the Brier and so on. Now it's the Olympics. Has this become the biggest thing for a Canadian curler?
I believe it is for me. I believe it is for the younger generation. To have curling grow into an Olympic sport, which it did in starting in '98. That was just huge for our sport and for our youth to come up and be able to have dreams and aspirations of the Olympics. That's just huge. And I know for the younger generation, like the Brad Gushues and John Morrises, this is the future of the sport, and they are trying their best to get to the Olympic Games, and that's so different than it was 15, 20 years ago for the curlers.
Kevin, thanks so much for this, and all the best of luck to you and your rink.
Great, thank you very much.
There's Kevin Martin. Don?
Yes, runner-up to Mike Harris in the final in 1997 in Brandon, and the winner in Regina in 2001. And it's interesting the comment that Kevin made about the relationship between Russ and Brad Gushue, and talking about Russ, said the big thing is just having him out there. It makes you feel more confident. And when you've been in 6 Brier finals, skipped in a record 13 Briers, have a record 107 wins, it's tough to argue.
Yeah, it is very tough.
Or come to it or whatever.
Well, one of the things that helps teams become successful is playing in a lot of big finals under a lot of stress. And what happens is that you learn to anticipate what your teammates will do under stress. And that's the one thing that this team doesn't know. With Russ joining them late, they don't know how to help each other if they become stressed in a final like this. So that's, I think, what Kevin Martin had some wonderful comments about Jeff Stoughton having an edge there, knowing how he might react in a certain situation.
That would be the first missed shot we've seen in this game from Russ Howard. Not a good effort.
Slipped heavy right out of your hand. Line's good.
Wait on the out-turn freeze now from Gary Vandenberg.
Wait, Scott. Whoa. Lots of room. Top of your hair. Whoa. Lots of room yet. Top get it good. Line's get it good. Yep. Hard. Come on, guys. Touch. Beauty. Nice. Good.
Well, when the season started, Mike Adam was throwing second stone. At Port Hawkesbury at a tournament, the team got together and made a decision as to whether or not Russ should be added to the lineup and what position he would play. And it was Mike Adam, according to Brad Gushue, who volunteered to make the ultimate sacrifice.
Well, the other 3 players have been together.
8. Wow. 8.
Wow.
Wow. 7. Yep. Hey! 7. Whoa. 7. 7. Whoa. Yep. 6. Yeah. 6. Hard. Hey! Hard. Hey! Good shot. All right.
And it was tough, as Brad Gushue will relate, for Mike Adam to make the call to sit out.
Sacrificing your own yourself for the betterment of the team is something that I admire a lot out of Mike, and all of our team feels the same way. And he should get a good pat on the back from anybody that sees him and anybody that's a fan of our team, because he's a big part of it and a lot of the reason that we're here.
And when they flashed his picture up in the Jumbotron, the crowd here at the Halifax Metro Center applauded Mike Adam.
And you see how much Russ has taught him to point the thumb and forefinger there. That's the Russ Howard special, that one.
Sure is.
Yeah, lock it on, boys, lock it on. Beauty.
Very nice.
Angles are looking good here for Jeff Stoughton right now.
2 big shots there by Gary Vandenberg.
No.
It's a lonely yellow shot stone right now.
Yeah.
An intern tap available on the stone that Russ Howard just threw. It's like maybe the best option at this stage.
Double go?
Probably would. Well, the one is probably killing off ours. Probably sticking right there, actually.
Is running this back any good? No? I'm trying to spin it off.
See anything?
Mark Nichols can
Whatever
throw
you like,
it
Russ.
100 miles an hour.
Can you
He's
tap
such
that a
a
foot?
huge advantage for this team with a player like
Let's do
Mark's
that.
ability to throw the big weight accurately.
Do we want to get to the nose of it?
Where do you want to hit?
Almost to the nose, just right there.
Okay. What kind of weight?
T-line to back 4.
Okay.
Back 4? Back 4?
Little
T-line.
tap,
T-line back 4.
trying to somehow nudge this red stone back, maybe shuffle the
Same
angles
way that
around
threw last time, I
and
think. You
save
guys
the
can
shooter
sweep it.
right in front. So there's going to be a line of yellows along the center line.
And I think it's a good call for this point in the end. You need to juggle up those red stones that are looking so good for Stoughton right now.
T-line, yeah, it should be.
Now, if this rock has the right weight, it won't be breaking until close to the guard, and you'll watch it curl really hard to get to the face.
Hard line! Hard for line! Hard! Hard line! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Great brushing.
Oh!
Okay.
Not over curled.
I may have touched the guard there, Jeff. I may have touched the guard. I don't know. I just clipped it if I did.
Yeah. Didn't move it.
Okay.
Didn't see anything.
That's one of the things that I'm always impressed with in curlers. They always report
Play bump.
any
Okay.
errors they may have made in touching a guard as they're coming by, that sort of thing, or touching a rock.
Bumper.
Well, if you don't report it, you
Bumper.
are severely
Bump,
chastised by your fellow competitors, and you get yourself into a heap of trouble. And it's just not done. I mean, if you do it once, you're going to get a bad reputation for doing so.
Thought you were going to say something, Don, about John being born in Regina, Saskatchewan.
No, I thought I'd leave that to you, John. Do you want to mention it?
All good things. Come through Saskatchewan.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Weight's great.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Roll it.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, Gary.
Good. Go, 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 Jeff. Go, 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 go. Big three.
What a great shot.
Nice.
The tap back, the lonely stone sitting in the 4 belonging to Brad Gushue.
Okay. Go, Mark.
Go, Marky.
I'm always so impressed with the patience shown by these top competitive teams. You know, the urge to hit, to start blasting is very strong.
It's gonna run right
it's
up there,
great
isn't
to see the patience from the veteran teams.
Drill till the end, so.
Well, they're blasting now, though. They need to limit the damage here. Mark Nichols is going to try to get rid of 2 of those red stones.
This is a fairly easy double. We'll still leave Jeff Stoughton an opportunity to lie to. He's going to remove the back 2 red stones. Made contact right near Russ Howard's pin.
Well, as you said earlier, he's capable of throwing the big weight. He has to get past that guard sitting out front. He's by. He's got the 2 of them.
And you see how that rock goes straight sideways. You have to throw a lot of weight to have enough contact to move it completely out of the rings. And that's what he has.
I thought I was hitting it too thick. Well, you've been sweeping.
And boy, the crowd just loves it when this team from Newfoundland makes some shots. They just go crazy. And you can really feed off of that energy.
Weight's good. Whoa. Real close.
Close. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep.
Yeah! Hard! Big roll, Jeff. Big. Great shot.
And John Meade comes right back with a hit and roll going across the rings.
Watch John and Jeff's the serenity. They're just so calm, so easygoing, and they're not going to let this crowd get to them. They know that this is a pro Gushue crowd, and this is where their experience will really help them.
What are you thinking?
You kill this, you're giving him 2 probably.
Yeah, I don't mind the run back.
that's what you like, I like it.
I like that.
Okay.
A high degree of difficulty here on this raise. Russ mentioned they just hit the back one, and they're not likely to give up more than 2.
First one thinner or thicker?
I don't think it really mattered. Wasn't.
Make it.
Stay here more, Russ. Oh.
Just another rocket right on the nose.
Mine came up a hair, Brad.
Yeah.
There's never been any question about Brad Gushue's ability to throw every shot. The run back.
Ooh. That was the risk. Very risky shot.
Go here, you're going to give him a triple. Okay, Brad.
Yeah. Threw it great. That one actually, as soon as I yelled, whoa, it moved to here.
Yeah.
Threw it great. I was waiting for it to trap. A little pebble there, maybe.
Tap, tap on the nose.
One thing hasn't changed with Russ Howard.
That's right. He shows intensity by just getting louder and louder.
Is that crazy?
I think so.
You like it? Yeah.
Still there. Let's move it a foot.
No real safe place to go here for Jeff Stoughton without leaving an in-off double or a possible triple. So, you know, one of the options really is maybe just to throw it right here. But if you ever rub the guard or come a little deep, you're going to let Brad out of the end. So he's instead elected just to kind of tap this on the nose and try to again change the angles on those top 2 stones a little bit. Try to create a very difficult shot for Brad Gushue to remove his shot stone.
Yeah.
Got to hit this on the outside and corner freeze the shooter so that there's no raise available for Brad Gushue. Very precise shot.
On his 2 previous appearances at the Olympic trials in Brandon in '97 and in Regina in 2001, Jeff Stoughton had identical records of 5 wins and 4 losses.
Hard! Hard line! Hard, whoa, whoa, whoa! 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 Whoa, Steve. Whoa, Steve. Nice. You're good. Fine. Oh. Good shot. It's good.
Triples there.
No, it's not.
Why?
This is jamming though, eh?
Definitely jamming. Tap ours on the nose is pretty good. Tap it to here. Right on the nose, don't you think?
What about this?
Think you can get it across the top?
You got to try it.
It'd be real sweet if you could.
I don't mind the tap.
Okay.
Brad, if you jam it and you stay here, he's got a tough draw.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
Where do you want to hit it?
You got to cross it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's there all day.
I think even if you get it to here, this jams, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like that, or you like the tap?
I don't mind it. I don't mind the tap either.
I'll give you a shot there.
You could get shot, yeah.
It's not bad either.
Let's play the double. Just off nose.
Okay.
I think this is definitely the wise call. Up 2. No need to bring a 3 into play. Certainly get rid of one of those red stones.
I can't leave lots of yellow reds.
I could leave 2 of them in.
Yeah, but it's going to roll over there, so it's going to be in the way.
Go straighter here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mine came off.
I need a little bit more, though. Yeah.
Let's make it.
Yeah, getting to the 4-foot with his final stone could be tough for Jeff Stoughton, depending upon what Brad Gushue does here with his final stone of this second end. How many can he take out of there? He gets rid of 2 of them, but he jams at the back.
Good shot. Did jam it. This is what a great couple of ends we've seen to start this game. And again, this is looking like a difficult draw. This yellow stone, as it comes to rest, is blocking the easy path to the 4-foot. So Jeff Stoughton will have a draw for 2. Very similar to the one Brad Gushue threw in the first end.
So the sweepers here are looking to bring this to the tee line. They bring it to the tee line, they will be 4-foot and get the second point. And as I said, this is all about the break point. When is it going to curl? And that these sweepers will watch. It'll run, run, run straight, and the weight doesn't come off until it starts to bend.
You don't need to get too cute with the top guard, the one on the top. They can miss it by a good 6 to 8 inches and still have plenty of room for the line.
Well, we talked about Jeff Stoughton having draw weight all week.
Hard, guys.
Got to go here.
Hard.
They were on this right out of his hand. Knew that it had minimum amount of weight.
Line's good. Line's good. T-line. T-line will touch 4.
Great brushing. Absolutely
Great
fantastic.
throw, great brushing to come right back and answer the opening end deuce of Brad Gushue's with a pair on the second. And through 2. Deuces wild here at the Halifax Metro Center. Well, it's always nice to have confidence in your ability to throw the draw, and that has been the trademark of Jeff Stoughton the years he won the Brier, and again this week in the Olympic trials.
It feels really good, draw weight out there. The guys are able to sweep some, not have to sweep some, so it's a great feeling when you've got the T-line in your back pocket for sure.
And that was not an easy draw he just threw to catch a piece of the 4-foot.
No, and the sweepers here for Jeff Stoughton have a really interesting system. That tee right now, when they're throwing a straight draw, when the light goes off, they know that they're in the ballpark for a good T-line weight. And Jeff said it's like having a bit of a radar trap. The light stays on for a few seconds after release, and they know if the light goes off while they're going through the logo, that they're in pretty good shape.
And for those who may not be totally familiar with what Mike is talking about, it's the technology for the lights, and you see the green light on indicating that there was no hog line violation. If there was a hog line violation, the red light would come on. There the lights go out as they hit the tee.
And that was a guard, so the light went off before it reached the logo. So the rock was traveling slower. That's something they're using as they said they have 3 points to do: split times, their brains, and they're using the lights to confirm it.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Because during the commercial break, I was saying, how about we just use our brain? And all the curlers had different techniques, and that was one of them was watching the lights. But also the other one is there's a number of logos on the ice, and many of the teams would decide when would the rock start to curl, and if it was around one of the logos, that also told you it was pretty close in the ballpark. So yeah, all these little tricks, it's just used
more
by
information.
the information gathering. That's exactly what it is.
Weight's just like bucket. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Right to it, right to it, right to it. Good.
Nice. That weight was weird. That was after we let go. No, it wasn't.
Taking advantage of the technology for the Stoughton team avoids the necessity of having stopwatches.
We just bit the reins.
Yeah, we hit a quarter.
Jamie Korab is the character on this Gushue team. He keeps them loose.
Come down now.
Yeah. Line only.
He's very well liked out on the circuit. Very, very popular amongst the curlers. Just generally a really good guy.
And he's just very fun-loving, and I think the fans have really enjoyed his character in the patch, and he's visiting with people.
Well, the crowd in the Metro Center is reacting to the women's representative for the Olympic Games from the Calgary Winter Club: Shannon Kleibrink, Amy Nixon, Glennis Backer, and Christine Keshen. And along with fifth players Sandra Jenkins and coach Darrell Nixon. They are much more relaxed right now than they were about this time yesterday.
Yes, very happy day for that team.
And we talked earlier about what an emotional game that this is, with such a big prize on the line, a lifetime prize to become an Olympian. And I know I was in tears at the end of that game watching those young women battle to find out who would represent Canada at the Olympics.
Is that Brad's? That's Brad's.
No, it's 1. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's a 7.
Russ naturally goes for the skip rocks. It's a tough habit to break.
Yep.
Well, the other thing is when you were in a final like this, you were allowed to choose rocks from any sheet of ice, given your color. If they chose yellow, they could choose any of the yellow stones from the 5 sheets here. So they may have all 7 and 8.
5.
Whoa.
6.
Whoa.
Whoa, not next to it, not here.
Whoa.
Past it?
Yep. T-line, just above T.
Go.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Russ also had another interesting comment when I spoke with him the other day. He said, when you're in this position, throwing second stones, have a chance to go to the Olympics,
Right.
you throw the ego out the door.
Thought it was lighter.
Huh?
Thought it was a little lighter.
It's a big statement coming from Russ. That's good.
Whoa. Yep.
Looking for the run back.
Beauty.
Good.
Nice try there from Gary.
Almost a double on it.
Sorry, Brad. Good throws.
Thank you. Same thing.
Just a 5. Her earlier, her later. Same weight.
Yeah.
We swept that one. Nice
Both
bit.
of these teams have the ability to bail out with the big run backs. Very accurate hitters.
There's no, this draw has to be so close. If he's heavy and hangs out there, he'll allow Stoughton to get rid of both of those yellow stones.
Whoa.
5.
Much different line than this first one.
5, 6.
Whoa.
Heavy.
5. 6. You can get to it.
Yep.
Hey.
Hard.
Hard.
Okay.
Nice touch. Well, we saw the Clybrink team, the women's representatives, when they came in. Their opening game on Monday, February 13th in Pinerola, the site of the Olympic curling competition, will be against the defending world women's champion, Annette Norberg of Sweden. Canada gets a draw, the men's team, gets a bye on the opening draw. Their first game will be against Andy Kapp of Germany on the second draw.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Great shot.
Well, Mike said it earlier, these teams have the ability to bail out with runbacks, and Jonathan Meade comes through with a big one.
Nice, calm demeanor, easy
Great brush, boys.
Great sweeping call by Jeff.
Yep.
And you saw John Meade come back and take an absolutely huge deep breath.
Is it? Yeah.
Just to
Well
kind
done,
of
then.
calm himself down.
Hack.
Hey.
Wait till firm.
Whoa.
Hack.
Whoa.
Hack.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Off.
Hack. Whoa.
Hair firm. Good throw.
Good shot.
All right.
Throw.
Bump.
Bumper.
This is the second trip for John Meade to the Olympic trials in 1997. He was in Brandon, but that time he was playing with David Smith.
It's real good. Whoa. Oh, it's got a curl, eh?
Whoa. Nothing.
Watch your roll, Stevie.
Nothing.
No job.
I'm not touching it.
That's good, Garrett. Stop.
Spin in. Good.
Very nice.
Oh, nice little spin at the end. Stayed on the rings.
John Meade looking up at the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
I should have said the third time for John Meade. He was with a different team, David Smith, in 97 and 2001. Of course, he was with Jeff Stoughton at the trials in Regina.
6.
Round. I think it's 7.
Lots of weight.
I'm sure that's a means of
7, 8.
easing the tension
Higher
out
the
there
better.
by
No.
doing things as we just saw from John Meade.
At least
Yeah, you're behind. More than likely behind the team
Right here.
unless we get a.
Whoa.
Oh, we're there.
Wall line.
Send bring it right back.
You see all the room by the guard. There's lots of room.
Right back, Jamie.
So you know it's heavy.
Hard.
Okay.
That's fine.
You see both teams sweeping there behind the tee. The first right to sweep is
a little wide on
the
ya.
team that's
Yeah,
throwing
heavy.
that color.
That was the ice I gave you. We were just kicked it.
Down to it's not bad.
Jeff Stoughton called the come around to the top of the button. Actually, he's not playing the freeze.
There was a lot of room by that guard. He has a chance to really sink this if he gets close to the guard and has that top 4-foot top button weight.
Two options here, and a lot of curlers elect to play the freeze, but that will allow the same opportunity for Brad Gushue. Jeff Stoughton looking for this stone right in near the top of the button.
Hey guys, just right to it or buried on the tee line would be great.
We'll let you know early what we think.
Since his first appearance at a Brier in 1991, Jeff Stoughton, without question, has been one of the dominant players in this game.
We are to the back foot already. We're to the back foot already.
We're there already. It's got to curl a mile.
It's got to stop too. Still has to curl.
Stay with it, Steve.
Stay with it, Steve.
Yep. Hard. Right to it.
Whoa.
Right to it.
It's already there. It's already there.
Good brush.
Good shot.
Quick there.
Stay on it for me. I can't get in there.
Quick there.
I think they're getting fooled that the ice is not curling quite as much as what it has all week.
Good throw. Good enough.
Top 4. Really quick down here now,
Foul game here.
Okay. What do we need? Piece of 4? Yeah. I just like a full top 4. So
Top 4.
Okay.
Six times a competitor in Canadian junior curling. 3 times he has been to the Brier.
Whoa. Wait, don't wait.
Room. Whoa. Top 4.
Whoa. Wait, don't wait. A lot of room.
Whoa. Off. Right here.
We're all there. We're all there.
Whoa.
We're all there.
Whoa.
We're all there.
Finish.
Not much wrong with Brad Gushue's draw weight either.
Just felt very similar to the one I threw in the first.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to really go on it early.
No, that's fine.
That's good.
Very nice shot. Jeff Stoughton's going to be looking for a line shot here. He'd like to freeze on it, but he also like to freeze on the outside of it to really cut off this draw into the outside. Brad Gushue will still have an out-turn draw, but he'll have to get almost full 4-foot. Very tough shot. Much tougher than the one he threw in the first end. Jeff does not want to come to the nose of this stone, over curl a little.
Yeah. Room. 299. Easy.
You're okay. We're just cleaning.
It's way out there.
Okay.
Oh, guys.
That we can't control.
Wait as long as you can.
Well, we can wait for.
It's getting real good. Yep. Hard, guys, hard.
Come on, Parsicle.
Good.
Yeah.
Ticked.
Sorry.
And the line's good, though.
Okay.
But he would have liked a piece of the 4-foot. Make Brad's draw tough.
Good throw.
Right there, right?
That would have been right there.
Yeah,
Seen throughout the week here, the weight has been different on
yeah.
both sides of the ice, and certainly in this game, much more play on the other side of the sheet. So let's see if this weight is similar out here.
Early, just to hold it out there. Okay. Mark, if it's not heavy, go on it early to hold the line out there.
Yeah. As you said, Mike, especially early in the game, if you're using one side of the sheet more than the other, it's usually a difference, especially out in the 12-foot. But this is really in the hands of the sweepers. They should be advising Brad if they thought it was different on that side.
Might die out there.
We gotta go a little
Hard!
Come on. All day. Come on.
He has to almost get a piece of the 4-foot.
Come on.
And he does.
Great brushing by Nichols and Korab. Brad needs to thank them for that second point.
They continue to exchange deuces, and Gushue leads by 2 through 3. Welcome back to Halifax and the 2005 Olympic curling trials. Snow fell on the Halifax area on Friday night, but that hasn't deterred this huge crowd from moving inside at the Metro Center to watch this men's battle for the right to represent Canada at the Olympic Games that will begin the curling competition at least on the 13th of February.
Clean it. Show top four.
Weight's good.
Oh, we're good. Easy now. Good shot. Good shot, Jamie.
Big draws by the two skips on ends 1, 2, and 3 with their final stone to get the 2 points that they were looking for with last rock advantage. And as you said, Joan, the work of Jamie Korab and Mark Nichols, the difference in Brad Gushue's final rock in the third, getting to the edge of the four.
That combined with Jeff Stoughton's final rock picking, if if Jeff's rock had not picked, they would have been frozen right into the 4-foot area. So it certainly freed up that some extra space for Brad Gushue and get a second point. But great sweeping.
You can certainly see why these two teams were 1 and 2 through the week. They just have been making everything. All 4 members.
Well, both teams at 91% through 3 ends.
3.
It's good.
Wow, for line. A little bit at the end. Yep.
All right, gotta bend it, gotta bend it.
Hey!
Gotta bend it.
Hey!
Hey, Jamie.
Go. There's a bit of frost in here.
Yeah.
Weight's good. Hard for line. Hard for line.
Yep.
Really hard.
Yep.
Come on, guys, you got it.
Got to get it past the
on, you
guard
got it, go.
put up by
Line's
Jamie
so good.
Korab.
Go
A
for
great
hard.
opportunity here to freeze the shot stone.
Line's good, line's good, line's
Yep,
good.
yep, yep. Yep.
Come on,
Right
go,
to it,
go.
guys. Keep going, keep going.
Just short.
A little more,
Very sweeping, guys.
Good shot. Good shots. Good, Stevie.
Well, in 2 previous Olympic trials years, Russ Howard, when the sport was a demonstration event at the Olympics in 1987 and 1991, participated. Then in 1997, it became a full-fledged Olympic sport in '98. Russ was there. He was there in 2001. It didn't look as though he was going to be in Halifax. And then this summer, Toby McDonald, the coach of the Brad Gushue team, gave him a call, said, Russ, would you think about joining us as a 5th player?
Hard! Hard!
Keep going.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And I think Russ Howard at the time may have had some inkling that they might want him to call some shots, but the decision wasn't made until they competed in a bonus field in Port Hawkesbury.
That one's flying.
It was a great decision, I think, by Brad Gushue's team to bring Russ on board as a player, not just as a coach consultant. It's certainly, as I said, it's accelerated their learning curve. And I go talk to a guy named Wayne Madaw, and I said, what was the greatest thing that you got out of playing with Russ Howard? He said, he taught me how to be a skip. And Russ, certainly, I think Brad's getting a great lesson from Russ this week. And said, as he mentioned, it's never been about shot making with Brad and Mark Nichols in particular. They're great shot makers, but it takes a long time to learn how to play against top men's competitive teams, and Russ already knows how to do that.
I think we got a guard.
Yep.
All right. Halfway or a little longer is pretty good.
Yep. I think we need more, Brad. A little more.
Two, three.
Way out there. Whoa, it's got a curl.
2.
It'll curl.
Looks
Line's
heavy,
fine.
too. Whoa.
2.
Just
Just
clean.
clean.
Just clean.
Right
Line's
here if we can
fine.
get it.
We're there.
Line's fine. Clean it
Line's
high.
good.
We're there, right by your room.
Line's good.
Right by your room.
Clean it.
Clean. Just clean. Just clean. Hey, good shot, Russ.
Good boy.
Heavy stones.
I think the first one's a hair quicker. Could be. So do you want to have been heavy with twice, same rock. I thought I was heavy with my freeze coming down this way with the 2 rock, and it died last time, but the 1 rock just died. Just a hair. You were yelling 5, weren't you on my first one?
Interesting.
I was thinking 5. Mark thought it was 6.
Call here from
It's
Jeff
really
Stoughton,
8.
hitting and rolling open. Very again a patient call. Just kind of building up some red stones hanging around the rings, and said this Brad Gushue will be shot, but it will be lonely.
That's exactly it. The yellow rock is going to become very lonely.
Hard, guys. Hard.
The reason he doesn't want to roll buried is that the rocks will be lined up onto his own at the back of the button. He's trying to leave that raise available to himself for later in the end. He would have liked to have rolled much further out than that.
Right here.
When you talk about the raise, you're talking about the stone that is closest to the ring sitting on the Tim Horton logo?
Yeah, any number of raises. Either the one you see that's very tight to the rings, the red raise is available. There's a number of raises available to Jeff Stoughton, but you know, he really does not want to let Brad Gushue get another rock into the forefoots, so would have liked to roll a little further away.
Hard! Hard! Whoa! Hard! Hard! I got it. Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Roll it! Hard! Hard!
Mark Nichols continues to make the great shots for Brad Gushue.
Well done.
This one out of there. We'll get both yellows and leave ours knotted. Okay.
So now time to bail out a little bit. Double peel. Open things up for Jeff Stoughton to make sure he's able to score.
Yep. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Sorry, John.
John Meade had an interesting comment after the round robin game.
Later.
7-4 was the score for Brad Gushue in that one, and Mark Nichols really curled well. And John Meade said, I thought I played pretty well, but he took a real whooping from Mark Nichols at third stone.
Mark's been doing that to people all week. He's just had a fantastic shot-making week, and his stats don't really reflect that in the sense he's not at the top of the standings, but the degree of difficulty that he's been facing and making has just been phenomenal.
Clean it, a little deeper.
And he has skipping experience, leading Newfoundland to the Canadian mixed title in 2005.
Oh, we're 2. Weight's good.
Good shot.
Atta boy.
Can we run the yellow one across the top of it?
Where's that yellow going to go?
Is there any point to running the other one across the top? Might stay buried.
Might lay 2.
What's that?
Looking at if you can get by the guard tight enough to run this red onto here.
I mean, we make contact for that section.
Just we need one, you know, if we...
What's that?
So if you get them both, you still might get it.
It might not.
Move it around a little bit. You want to slash it in?
It looks like that yellow one just goes right onto it, though, doesn't it? And it's going to stay guarded.
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
Well, I wouldn't mind getting
Will that yellow one pop out, or is it going to drag right onto it? I think it drags right onto it.
Should drag right on it.
I think it drags right on, but ours sits right there also, doesn't it?
Yeah, ours should stay right.
It might even go this way, you know.
It might.
Miss it the other way?
You want to try that, or you want to just try the...
What do you guys like?
I like the tight one.
This one?
Unless you know, Jeff, you don't like it, don't play it.
The long one straight back, and if you get the double...
It's hard.
Well, there's no straight back with the long one.
Okay.
The other one's in the way.
What do you like, Jeff?
He likes the other one because there's an opening for him.
I don't mind that.
Okay, let's do it, Johnny.
Jeff Stoughton still likes the double, but I think
a little less, yeah.
Pardon?
Can be a little bit less than that.
Hair less than that, he said.
You're going to play the tight one back. Team decision.
Yeah, I think the team liked this shot better. I think Jeff is getting a little nervous that he'd like things opened up for his stones.
I think this is the easier of the 2 shots, but you miss it, very risky.
Whoa.
How much of it will he catch?
None. Now the danger now is there's going to be another guard in line, and that's why Jeff really didn't like it that much.
He's going to draw, but that's fine.
Let him draw, we guard. What do you think there?
I don't think he can take enough here. We've been getting center line with this.
You want more?
I think so, Brad.
Okay.
You hear the anticipation of what Jeff Stoughton's going to play. There's going to be a guard thrown up, and then Jeff Stoughton will be forced to the in-turn freeze. Great chance here for
how's that?
Looks like
Brad
tons,
Gushue, and then you're going to see Jeff Stoughton try to play this out-turn, in-turn freeze to the one on the back of the button.
You want it tighter? Like
it'll be very difficult to score 2 points here for Stoughton. At this point, one's looking really good.
Take a 3. Take a 3.
Hard early. It's over bending. It's over hard.
Whoa.
Just clean.
3. Corner freeze would be real nice.
Clean it.
Can you corner freeze it?
Clean. Not
Just
yet.
3.
Well, where is it?
3.
Corner freeze it.
Well, not yet. Not
Can't
yet.
freeze. No corner freeze. There's no freeze. No freeze.
Yep, you got to finish it.
Came a little deeper than they would have liked. Raise is very makeable. Slight miscue from Brad Gushue there.
All right, good shot.
Then he plays it, I guess, eh? Right?
Yeah, you might.
Oh, you have nothing to...
Whatever you like. If you like that, that's fine.
It wouldn't be bad.
There's a good look at the angle.
And that's the same shot that Jonathan Meade tried.
Much tighter together, though, this time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I said if Brad Gushue had thrown his guard a little higher, Jeff would have been forced to the in-turn. Now that it's tight, again, not that tough of a shot to make contact now, not as tough as John Meade's. The question is whether both the yellows will go or they'll just jam at the back. It looks like one of them will stay in the back of the button, but all of a sudden brings the deuce into play. Critical shot here. He does need to make contact, otherwise he's going to have almost no shot to score.
Trying to drive the yellow back onto the 2 reds, onto the yellow that's sitting there for shot. There's the contact. There they go, but he gets a jam at the back.
And the reds flew out of there.
Good, Jeff. Hit it too thick.
Too thick?
Yeah. Just.
Brad Gushue coming in
You
now.
never get a top 4 biting the button.
Yeah. You think if you throw the same weight?
Like that?
A little bit more. I think, no less. Go more. I like the same ice that us had. Is pretty close.
Great chance here for Brad Gushue.
Okay.
Top of the 4-foot, top of the button, and Jeff Stoughton's going to be hard-pressed to score.
The line's good. They need to bring it right into the freeze.
Six.
Right on top of it.
Jeff will have almost no shot.
Stay out there, guys. Stay out there. Off. It's really got to curl.
6.
Really got to curl.
6.
Whoa.
You're going to have to finish it.
This is hanging way out there.
5.
Yep.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Didn't quite curl enough. Pretty good spot, though.
It made a valiant effort at the end, and I think they saved it. Tough draw here for Jeff Stoughton.
Yeah.
And likely he's either going to get 1 or give up 2. There's not a lot of margin for error in there to give up a steal of 1. So, you know, we talk about the difficult shots that are faced by a skip, and this is as tough as it comes.
I think it crosses earlier, that's all. Good throw.
I throw it better. We make it 2, so 6-1 after.
Tried to band, eh?
Yeah, it wasn't far off.
Well, a big shot here facing Jeff Stoughton, his final stone of this 4th hand. 2 Gushue rocks. One almost completely on the button, the other with a piece of the button, trying to come down to the button with the in-turn.
And there's no room for error in judgment here. They oversweep, they're going to give up 2 as well. It's got to be perfect.
Where is it? Weight's real good.
Yep. Hard.
It's over curling.
Really got to go.
Hard.
Short.
Hard, guys. Go.
Go as far as you can.
Keep going. Come on. Hard. Come on.
Wow, did that overcurl?
Overcurled.
It did overcurl, and it's a steal of 2. So they continue to put 2s on the board on every end in this men's Olympic trials final. But unfortunately for Jeff Stoughton, he's now behind by 4 with that steal of 2.
Back at the Metro Center in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Brad Gushue now with a 6-2 lead over Jeff Stoughton, men's final of the Canadian Olympic curling trials. After 4 ends of play, Canadian curling as always shows its true colors. It passed the bucket for the Sandra Schmirler Foundation as well. Proceeds from the Schmirler Golf Classic East today. Receiving a check, $32,000 is Al Gilchrist. The foundation in turn presents a check to the local IWK Health Center for $50,000. Sandra Schmirler Foundation, one of the great legacies of Canadian curling. Don?
And curling fans, regardless of the venue, are always most generous in their response when the curlers go through the stands, usually led by Guy Hemmings, to collect for the Sandra Schmirler Foundation, and they are most generous.
And the Schmirler Foundation very proud to start getting involved with neonatal units across the country in sites that host championship curling. And starting here in Halifax, we are the $50,000 will go to the neonatal unit at the hospital here, and so it's just a wonderful idea.
Steve Gould has yet to air as the lead for this Jeff Stoughton rink.
Halfway is good.
Well, he'll need to continue to make his shots now with a 4-point deficit. Things can turn around quickly in games with the 4-rock rule, but you need to make all your shots and put a lot of pressure on the other team.
Well, I think Jeff Stoughton can attest to that in the semifinal against John Morris. It looked like he was home and cooled out, leading 6-1. It went to a final rock draw to the button by Jeff Stoughton to win it.
That's less. A little less. Not a lot less. Make sure it's in right.
It's always a question with competitive curlers. How do you defend a lead in this game, especially when it's still in the first half? And most players will agree that you need to continue the offense, getting your rocks in position, and don't go too quickly to just hitting away. Try to continue the pressure that has worked thus far.
That's what I just said to Jamie.
Well, Kelly Scott could not defend a 2-point lead into the 10th end against Shannon Kleibrink yesterday in the women's final.
The main difference, though, now, Don, with both of these teams, said is the ability to throw those big weight double peels and things. And 4-point lead is huge. This game is now Brad Gushue's to win. And Jeff Stoughton's going to have to do all he can to get back into the game. But to actually seize control back is going to be very, very difficult. He can maybe get it down to where it's a steal point, but certainly Brad Gushue will have the advantage for the rest of this game. Jeff needs to make something happen right now. He needs to get a deuce right back and take some momentum into the 5th end break, and that will help them on their way to coming back.
The only good news is there is 6 ends left to go, and if you do the math and you continue to make your shots, and as you said, Mike, get the deuce, hold the other team to just a point, and get to those later ends, and anything can happen.
See how the old Skip can manage to peel. Did a good job on his first one.
Good shot, Russ.
Nice.
It's real good. Whoa. Maybe a little big, Jeff. Yep. Whoa. 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 Good. Good shot. 2-1-2 them to death. We win. Yeah. Great.
You just heard them talk about
You like the guard or this?
doing the math. 2-1-2 them, and we win.
This?
And that's just trying to get yourself wrapped around the idea that we are not out of this game yet, and settle down. We don't need to get 4 back all at once, although that would be really nice. But to get the deuce keeps this game within reach.
Well, Russ has reason to smile after first place had been clinched. Somebody said it must be nice to have the rest. Yeah, I think the young guys need it.
Well, I said Russ still isn't doing any sweeping.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether they wanted to roll that behind the corner guard. That kind of plays in the hands of Jeff Stoughton right now. If they can make a good freeze over here behind the guard, that's exactly what they would be looking for.
Not big. Line's good.
Just wait. Line's good. Yep.
Gotta go hard.
Line's good. Yep. Hard line, guys.
Gotta real go.
Hard. Hard. Hard line.
And this
Come on,
is
guys,
short.
right to it.
Hard line.
Right to it. Lock it on. Come on.
Hard line.
Lock it on.
Hard
Wait,
line.
sir.
Hard
Lock
line.
it on.
Hard line. Line. Okay.
Good shot.
Okay, great.
Pretty good.
Well, the Stoughton team in preparation for the trials had ice booked in Winnipeg in early September. And on the very first day of practice, Gary Vandenberg fell on the divider, tripped on the divider, fell and broke a rib. And every once in a while, you'll still see Gary wince a little when he's either sweeping or throwing a shot. He still is having some problems.
I like the guard too. Pardon me? I like the guard too.
Feel this one.
Yeah, that's safe, isn't it?
I like gripping it.
Worst we're probably giving is 2. Okay.
Let's make it.
How's that? Right there?
I guess. What's it gonna do? Do you think it'll move, Brad?
That's
I'd say
perfect
play
for
it on the
you.
rock for you.
A little less. It won't move much with the speed Mark Nichols will throw this.
Ah!
Hard, Jamie. That's okay. Hard.
No problem rolling out with that kind of weight.
Really frosty.
What?
It's really frosty.
Is it?
The ice, look at it.
Yeah, it's starting to creep in.
Right up, boys?
Yep. Didn't even notice it.
Good observation from Mark Nichols.
Line's good. Wait
Something
only.
that the curlers need to keep their eye on.
Line's real
It takes
good.
quite a bit of frost for it to start
Line's
to
great.
affect
Wait
the
right to it.
speed of the rock
Easy.
or the curl, the
Yep,
amount of
for
curl
line.
in the
Okay, we're
ice.
bumping a bit.
Easy. Whoa.
You'll see in the fifth end break, the ice making crew will be going up and down the sheet with brooms to keep the frost from creeping
Go,
in.
John.
Come on, Margie. Make it clean.
Mark Nichols will attempt to make both stones go away.
Hard.
Right.
Hard.
Right.
They would have liked to have picked that completely clean and keep the back one around, and that's why Mark is disappointed.
He's got a good angle on it.
Sorry, Jamie.
That's fine. Tougher, right?
Yeah. Freeze? I didn't think it was enough ice.
I wouldn't buy that.
I love it.
I don't mind just doing that.
He gets a free run at it. That's lots of doubles.
Well,
Whatever you like, Jeff. Oh.
play here.
So respect for the hitting power of both these teams, and there'll be 2 opportunities for Brad Gushue to make a double to get out of this end. It's going to be difficult for John Meade to roll far enough away to make the double difficult. And even if he does roll a long way, the angle will still be good for Brad Gushue to attempt to double.
Whoa. Close.
Pretty quiet.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Whoa. Get a roll, Stevie.
Yep.
But as good as he could have made it, you see the angle is good for Brad Gushue.
Very nice, Sean.
Turn you like this.
And the good news,
Mark just made it. Hey?
I don't mind the out.
Yeah.
the good news for Brad Gushue
Not gonna
is
do a
that
damn
there's
thing.
really
Shouldn't,
no pressure about whether he makes this double or not. He just needs to make sure one of them goes
rock.
away. He's quite satisfied with keeping Jeff Stoughton to just taking 2 right now. This is very makeable for Brad Gushue.
Little less than half.
Okay.
Whoa! Ah! Whoa! Whoa!
Trying to come off the top red stone and roll across. He makes contact but won't take it out of the rings.
Nice try. Good chance now for Jeff Stoughton to take some momentum into the next end. He needs a good draw. Wants it behind the tee line, well spaced.
Stay on it and try to roll in front of it.
Yeah, you're good. We're off it the whole way. We get a lot more. Too.
Look really good, Bradley.
I thought we were thick out of my hand.
So this is up to the sweepers, and they want to
T-line, guys.
take this rock back so it's parallel with the other stone in the house. And like I said, take away any doubles.
Same. Yep. T-line. White's fine. Line's good. Yep. Just T.
Turns out just slid here.
Yeah.
Turn, switch good.
We don't need to sweep it anyways. Definitely don't need to sweep it.
Not light.
Definitely don't need to sweep it. T-line, guys. Just T-line.
Quick stop.
Good boy. Nice. Chop.
Perfect.
Good boy. It's 50. How's that weight there?
That's turn with normal.
Yeah.
I think Brad would like to nose hit here. He'd like to force Jeff Stoughton into playing a hit.
Right on nose.
Drawing the rings will be a non-issue.
Right on nose. Yeah. Sorry.
Firm, Brad, or? Oh, I'm just going to throw normal.
Should come up a little.
Yeah, I'll curl. A little more, Russ.
Normal.
Final stone on this fifth end for Brad Gushue, leading by 4.
Clean.
But looking at the possibility of giving up a deuce to Jeff Stoughton.
Okay.
And Stoughton's task now will be to hit and stick on the stone just thrown by Gushue.
We'll see how Jeff Stoughton's stone reacts. We've seen it over curl twice now in this game, and you know, although it is a hit this time, should run a little straighter. But we'll see if this stone does continue to curl. Brad's Gushue stone did nothing on the way down.
Good shot. Ah, that got the first one. It feels so good. There's no backup in it, you know.
That's nice weight. Yep.
Well, Jeff Stoughton saw Brad Gushue score 2 and then steal 2 to move into a 4-point lead.
It's good.
He has a chance to score 2 here on this fifth end.
Easy. Clean it. Yep.
And then he'll be trying to steal on the 6th.
He's got it.
Good at boy.
Well, you don't often see a scoreboard look like this with deuces on every end through the first 5. And it's a 2-point advantage for the young man from Newfoundland.
We're back at the Metro Center in Halifax. It's 6-4, Brad Gushue over Jeff Stoughton after 5 ends of play in the Canadian Olympic curling trials. Think of the pressure. A chance at an Olympic gold medal hangs in the balance. Then again, what if you win? What then? While the Olympic flame can warm the heart, it's important not to get overwhelmed. Just ask Kevin Martin, who's been to the games twice, once in Albertville when curling was a demonstration sport in '92. Again as the favorite to win the gold medal in Salt Lake City 4 years ago. He settled for the silver lining. Georgina Wheatcroft also knows the pressure that being the Canadian Olympic curler can deliver. She was with Kelly Law's rink in Salt Lake City. A bronze medal was not what Wheatcroft and the Canadian fans had envisioned. She understands that Shannon Kleibrink now has a chance at glory in Torino, but also that her life is about to get more complicated.
It's a feeling you almost can't describe. I mean, we were so happy and so excited about the opportunity of competing in the Olympics. It's, you know, it's the pinnacle of sport. It's what we all dream about. So it was total elation.
But that's just the start of it. Once you get, once that day happens, the next morning, your life just changes like crazy. The attention, the media attention, and all the stuff that's going to happen over the next month and a half is overwhelming.
It doesn't stop, you know. As soon as you win, you're an Olympian and you're going, and Canada's excited for you, and everybody wants a little piece of you.
Only you have to learn how to say no, change your cell phone number, get somebody else answering that phone, and organize yourself to the nth degree. You got to be very careful with that. All of a sudden, you have no idea how many people know your phone number until after you win something like this.
When you're a Canadian and you put the maple leaf on your back in the sport of curling or hockey, there's always that anticipation that you'll come home with a gold medal, and you can't. That's what everybody's going there for. You never know. There's never any guarantees in sport, but do your best.
Hey, you know what? They haven't taken off those Team Canada jackets yet. Here's Team Clybrink from the Calgary Winter Club. They're going to the Olympic Games to wear the maple leaf in Torino. There's their coach, Darryl Nixon. Sandra Jenkins is the alternate player. Christine Keshen is the lead. You know what? Glynis Bacher's not here. She's attending to her baby right now. There's Amy Nixon, who's the third on this team, and of course the skip, Shannon Clybrink. Let's go to you first, Shannon. Kevin Martin says your phone's going to start ringing because you're wearing the maple leaf in Torino. Are you prepared for that, or do you just want to take the time to bask in the sunshine?
Oh, absolutely. We're prepared for our phones to ring, and we're just really, really happy and excited, and I hope we get lots of calls.
Listen, Amy, have you had to change your life at all? I know you're an articling student. Many of these players have put their careers on hold while they get ready for the Olympic Games. How are you approaching it?
That's a very good question. I'm not sure yet, Scott. We'll see when I get home on Tuesday what everybody in the office says. But they've been very supportive. Field where I work has been awesome, so I anticipate that we're going to work something out to figure it out until we get back from the Olympics.
As you look ahead, Shannon, let's take a look at your schedule, and it's an arduous one when you get over to Torino at the Olympic site in Pinerolo. Look who you take on first, Sweden, Annette Nordberg. She's only the world champion. What are you anticipating?
I actually didn't know that, but yes, Annette she's a great player, and that'll be a tough first match for us for sure. We expect a good game against her.
You know, we talked about this yesterday, but I'd like to ask you again. You've waited a long time for this. You came so close in '97 at the trials, and it was Sandra Schmirler who went on. How much does the opportunity mean to you, Shannon?
Oh, it's something that we've been thinking about now for 8 years. I mean, it's tough just to get to the trials, but to win it, it's just a dream come true.
Well, all the best of luck to you. There they are, Team Clybrink. They become Team Canada, going to Pinerolo, the venue at the Torino 2006 Games. And what a victory yesterday. There it is, the great celebration, 8-7 over Kelly Scott. Well, for Brad Gushue and Jeff Stoughton, it hangs in the balance. Gushue leads 6-4. We'll return to Halifax.
Strauss Natural Health Products make great gifts for people important to you. Available at health product retailers across Canada.
Why M&M? Well, they're just so helpful.
Yeah.
You know, unlike some places.
Excuse me, can you help me?
I have to go ask someone.
At M&M, they suggest things. They're not afraid to help.
Well, they're just not afraid.
Please join me at the 2006 Men's World Curling Championship at the Songus Arena in beautiful Lowell, Massachusetts, April 1st through 9th. Besides watching the best curler in the world compete, there's a lot to do in Lowell. And Boston is only 30 minutes away. Tickets and hotel packages are available now. Call 888-WCC-2006 or visit us online. The 2006 World Men's Curling Championship, sweeping the world while brushing with history.
Strauss Herb Company, sponsor of the Strauss Canada Cup of Curling, is a family business with a full line of traditional natural products. Take it from me, Randy Furby, these products rock. They're available at health food stores near you.
Back at the Canadian Olympic curling trials in Halifax, Nova Scotia, 6-4 for Brad Gushue over Jeff Stoughton after 5 ends of play. Here's the skip from Newfoundland, Brad Gushue. You're in control of the game. How do you maintain control of the game?
We just got to keep playing the way we're playing. We're making a lot of shots, but when they have hammer, I think we got to get the rocks a little bit shorter. We've been coming to deep a little bit, and get better at defending and forcing the one.
Does the opportunity of the moment affect you at all? I mean, it is the Olympic Games on the line. How are you blocking that out?
It's pretty easy. We prepare pretty hard. We know it's a game, and like I said, we prepare for this for a number of years, and we're ready. And that thought hasn't come into any of our minds so far, and I don't think it will.
Needless to say, you have great respect for Jeff Stoughton. Am I correct there?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's a great curler. He's one of the best in the game, and you know, just a fabulous shot maker. You can tell by his percentages all week.
Brad, thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
There's Brad Gushue. Don, back to you.
Well, we've seen some fabulous shot making, Scott, through the first 5 ends of this game. The first 3 ends, each of the skips in turn, starting with Gushue, had to make great draws with their final stone to pick up a deuce. It started on the very first end with Brad Gushue being forced to make a terrific draw. He didn't have a lot of room to maneuver.
Great jump start for this young team, and it was so important from a confidence level to get this first draw made, get the 2-point jump on Stoughton, and you know that he's a seasoned competitor. He came back strongly himself and was able to respond.
He also had to have the very delicate touch to catch a piece of the forefoot. And then in the third end, Gushue came back again.
Well, it's all about the tee line on these shots. You got to get out to the edge of the 12-foot, and they swept this one right from one end to the other, just making it in time for that extra point.
And then on the fourth end, this stone by Jeff Stoughton, the final rock, may have overcurled.
Well, definitely overcurled, and they may have just got caught a little fresh. That was the fresher side of the sheet. But we saw Jeff's rock curl badly in the third end as well. That gave Brad some room. So, you know, Jeff Stoughton, on the good news is, I said, there's 5 ends left to play. He just got his deuce back, and it's very difficult to defend a lead in this 4-rock rule. We saw it last night with Shannon Clybring taking 3 coming home. This game is far from over.
Well, it's a 2-point advantage for Brad Gushue of St. John's, Newfoundland, against Jeff Stoughton of the Charles Wood Curling Club in Winnipeg. We'll be back after this.
Back at the Canadian Olympic Curling Trials, a ticket to Torino is on the line. Jeff Stoughton trails Brad Gushue 6-4 after 5 ends of play. How do you regain control of a game when you give up a lead of 4?
Well, I don't think you can regain it. You just want to get it back. So, you know, we got to battle back and score some more points in the second half and hopefully have it real close on the 10th.
Does that force you into a situation where you have to take more risk than you would normally take?
I don't think so. If you're losing by 1 or 2 without last rock, you sort of take the same risk. You know, go for the steal, go for the force, and then go for it again. Pretty much the same what we've been doing all game.
I know you had one pick there, and you had one draw that looked like it overcurled a little bit. Any lingering concern about your rocks or anything?
No, not at all. Just didn't give myself enough ice on my 1 and 4. And the other one's just one of those things that happens, but no concerns at all.
Get back to her. Good luck, Jeff.
Thank you.
Jeff Stoughton. Don, back to you.
Jeff Stoughton of the Charles Wood Curling Club down by 2 to Brad Gushue. But Brad Gushue was able to steal 2 points, and Jeff Stoughton is certainly capable of stealing as well.
This is a very, very important end for Jeff Stoughton. He's going to set up the end as if he wants to steal, but at some point he will make a decision about whether that is likely or whether he switches gears and tries to force Gushue to just taking 1. This is a very, very important end for momentum to keep this game close between Stoughton and Gushue.
Yeah, Jeff Stoughton cannot afford to give up any more 2s to Brad Gushue. He needs to hold him to 1, worst case scenario, as Joan mentioned, and ideally he'd like to steal. But even, as I said, even holding to 1, then Jeff looked to score a deuce in 7 and tighten the game down to 1 point. So still, I said, 5 ends to play, and Jeff is a seasoned veteran competitor. He will be patient enough to know that forcing him to 1 here is still a good scenario. He doesn't have to go crazy right now and go all out for a steal.
Well, he's played enough that he would have been in a situation where he had a big lead, that he lost the game, and also in competitive situations where he came from way behind to come back. I'm sure if he was watching the women's final yesterday, he knows that no lead is safe late in the game.
It's over curling. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's good, Steve.
Steve Gould at 100% through the first 5 ends, indicating that he thought his stone was over curling. It's raining quite heavily here in Halifax, and They have expressed some concerns about the frost beginning to creep in. The extra humidity in the air could be a problem.
Well, and it hasn't been an issue all week. We've really had such a treat in this building. Curling throughout the round robin, they have a lot of dehumidifiers in the building, and the ice has been just perfect. But with all the people that are in this arena, bringing in rain on their jackets, they bring in too much humidity that the dehumidifiers can't keep up. Normally in the sixth end, it's a little keener and a little straighter from them buffing up the ice with those brooms, with the ice makers keeping going up and down while the interviews and the break is. So with the frost coming in, that may not be the case.
Steve Gould was telling me that in living in Brandon and playing with the Jeff Stoughton team out of the Charles Wood Curling Club, he probably makes about 40 trips a year or so from Brandon to Winnipeg, about a 2.5 hour drive.
Okay, Steve.
Original call was the come around there. Over curled. That's the exact same spot that Jeff's over curled in the third end.
Pretty good.
What? Hacker board.
Hack.
Hack. Hack.
How much will this girl? Should be good there? It won't go crazy here, James. All right, I'll just so heavy draw. Just hack weight.
Chance for Jamie Cora, but he can come right to the face of that redstone stick right there. He'll control both paths to the button. This is tight on the guard.
Are they going to get by? No, they're on the red rock.
4 rock rule. Jeff Stoughton looking to get this out and replace the guard. First real mistake we've seen from this young front end.
A little soft.
When I say young, I mean Jamie, not Russ.
How's the draw weight? What? Draw weight like? Draw weight's probably about the same.
Okay. There are officials behind every sheet
It was piece covered.
keeping tab of where all the rocks are. So they're just getting confirmation as to where this rock should be repositioned.
Yep.
She has a little magnetic board, and so she keeps the magnets on the mini board that she has in front of her. It is really important to replace that guard as close to the center line as possible. We're starting to see this path really curl more than what they're anticipating.
Just there, Jeff. Curl. Weight's real nice. Gotta go. Gotta curl, guys. Switch. Yep, I got it. Go, go, full forward.
Nice tap back by Gary Vandenberg. I talked about the commuting of lead Steve Gould for Gary Vandenberg. It's even more difficult living in Vernon, British Columbia. He said he makes about 7 trips to Winnipeg, or has done so far this curling season. They play every second weekend.
Whoa! 10! Whoa!
Hard! 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 Hard!
Another rub on that center guard.
My fault. Shoot. Huh? Good. Do you like the double?
2 consecutive misses from Gushue's team.
Yes, sir. Please. Jeez, Brad, come on.
And already you can feel that momentum shift. Anybody ever tell you that the lead and second shots are not important, they are wrong, because they're switching things around here in this sixth end. And certainly they made a big difference in the fourth end to the steal of 2 for Gushue as well.
You saw Brad also admonishing himself. He felt he made an error on the last shot.
I think he thought he didn't give him enough ice, that it was well thrown, that he didn't read the spot.
Yep. Top of your hair. Gotta get by. Woo.
Little top's good.
Curl a bit.
Little top's perfect.
Okay.
Good shot.
That is a
Good
great
curling.
shot.
Enjoy to watch.
Two very good shots by Vandenberg on this 6th end.
I know the hog line.
Putting the Stoughton rink in
I can't believe I
position
didn't go down.
where they might be able to steal.
Top one.
You like that?
Seeing
about
this,
the,
and one of the
double?
nice things about being down 4, if there's any nice things, is that you seem almost relax
You
a
might
bit
touch
more,
your
knowing
own,
that
but I don't
it's
mind
really
it.
kind of out of our hands at this point. We're just going to do our thing. And
You like
on
that?
the flip side of that,
Yeah.
the tension
Okay.
building
Half a rock
on
is
Brad
pretty good.
Gushue's face and his teammates' faces already.
Firm.
So
Yeah.
6th end, they got a lot of work to do yet to get to Torino.
Off. Wall. Hard.
Hard.
Oh, I touched that one.
And again, an
Backward
indication
hit.
that a rock was touched.
Think it was gone?
That was gone, right?
The red one.
That had to be gone.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
not
close, eh?
up
Yeah.
I think
to
so,
the
Jeff.
offending team to make that call. That is up to Jeff Stoughton to decide whether that rock's gone or not.
Show a replay.
It was flying.
You hit it after it hit the yellow, though, eh? Oh, yeah.
So watch Mark Nichols on the left, and his foot stops the red.
Oh, it wasn't going to hit the yellow.
I think the red is gone, the yellow
It
goes
was
back.
going over the top of the yellow.
It was definitely going over the top of the yellow until Mark Nichols hit it with his foot.
That's about dead on, I think, Jeff. Thank you.
I think that's good, eh?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that isn't the right result. Here it is again.
Oh, I touched that one.
So Mark dragged his foot on the red, and therefore the yellow ran into it.
I do it all the time.
What I'm saying, though, it wasn't up to Russ Howard to tell him that. It is up to the non-offending team to make that decision in conjunction, consultation with the official and the other team.
Put out, eh? Yes.
Well, that's an indication of the sportsmanship that does exist when Jeff Stoughton said that rock was gone.
Again, an experienced player.
Yeah, so Jeff's not going to want to win a game based on
It's
that
real good.
mistake or opportunity to leave the rocks as they lie.
Line's real
Line's
good.
pretty good. Might over curl.
But you're right, John. It's poor etiquette, really. That's all. That
We're a
Russ
little-
jumped
Line's
all
real
over
good.
it. You know, let Jeff deal with it.
And we talk about how people show their intensity. And John Meade, Jeff Stoughton show theirs by being quite quiet.
That's fine. Great shot.
And Russ Howard shows his by getting louder.
What's that? Can you get it as
You
yellow?
think so?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay.
Good throw, Johnny.
Good boy.
Nice weight.
Which one, Mark?
Right there.
Well, a funny aside to the Russ Howard yelling on what appeared to be in round robin play a fairly simple
That was
takeout.
good.
He was hollering all the way, and Brad Gushue was saying, "It's fine, it's fine, it's fine." He turned to the two sweepers and he said, "It's just a Russ moment."
Yeah!
Hard! Hard! Yellow! Hard!
Great shot, great double peel by Mark Nichols.
Great shot, Mark.
It's just what a strength of this young player to be able to make those shots so
He almost got all three.
Same spot.
And you heard members of Gushue's team
It
just
is.
talking at the hog line. We might have a chance to get out of this
Line's
now.
real good.
They certainly are
Gotta get
feeling
to
the
the center
heat.
line.
Hey?
That's the curl a
We're
little
tight
bit.
to the yellow.
Got to curl, guys.
Maybe on it.
And this has
Gotta
got to
bend.
curl a ton to guard the shot
Got
stone.
to curl tons.
Needs to get a piece of the center line. Also to keep the angle
Yep.
good. Nice touch there
That's
from
good.
John Meade.
Those rocks just finish so hard. Sometimes it's just hard to believe how much they're going to go sideways at the very end of their path.
A great shot.
Ended up perfect.
Pretty good for me. Thank you.
Drag,
It's going to be close to hitting that though.
Does it drag enough?
I don't know.
That's what they're talking about, the drag effect.
Hit it just off nose.
You do it with board.
Well, I don't like board. You're just pushing the other behind the guard.
I know. I see. It might do the same with normal.
Run and
I'm just thinking peel.
Yeah, he's probably gonna hit it.
Yeah. Just hit like, you know.
Peel.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's roll to here. Pick it clean too.
The drag effect, for people who don't know, if you hit the rock on the outside, the rock behind that's frozen also goes the same direction as the top stone does.
You like nose? I kind of like the nose.
So by hitting it on the broom side here, you're going to see that yellow stone get pulled towards the center line.
It's almost as if the rock that is being shot would travel directly through. It's shocking, actually, if you've never seen it before. It's only when rocks are frozen or almost frozen together.
Whoa! Whoa! Hey, almost got real lucky. Good shot.
And this is the moment that you talked about, Joan, whether Jeff Stoughton goes for it with the guard or does he elect to hold him to one. And I think you'll see Jeff
That's nice.
give up the one and take his chances into 7.
Right there, Jeff?
Not a great steal opportunity here with only 1 guard and a high risk. Because giving up 2 right now would be disastrous.
No, well, yeah. I mean, he hit it high.
Yeah.
At 1,000,000 miles an hour, so.
Picking it clean might have worked, but that wasn't simple either.
No. What's that? Nose hit there's pretty good. Thanks, Brad. Thanks. It's nice. Okay. Yep. Well. Yep.
Jeff Stoughton's first of this 6th end. Attempting to lie 2 by removing the Gushue stone.
Whoa.
Oh, boy. Didn't want to roll there. Easy double. And maybe roll, Barry.
Okay, pretty good, actually. A little tight. No, I thought you threw it good. I was the way you were talking, I was expecting it to run real straight. So was I. Because you had plenty of weight, Jeff. Yeah, I thought it was not light. Yeah, double for sure. Okay.
So going for the double, perhaps even a roll towards that corner guard.
Will Gushue get the 2 red rocks? He does. He got a roll, but away from the corner guard, but he does lie
1. Nice shot there by Brad Gushue. A blank is also good for Brad right now. Time is on his side. Get as many ends into the books without the score changing is also good.
High side, you're leaving a buried maybe.
I just never got out to you there.
That's right.
Well, we hit that much on the other side is nice. Yeah. The roll half buried, and you never know he's ever gonna miss.
He'll be close on this one too, I'm sure.
It's great brushing by Korab and Nichols to hold that rock straight. As Brad said, he was inside of the broom.
Clean. Nope. Yep. Real close. Whoa. Real close. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes! Whoa. Yep. Hard! Hard!
Jeff Stoughton might get a bit of a roll. He's going to roll too far.
All right, Jeff.
And that, Jonathan Meade was calling the sweep there. Jeff called him off.
Sorry, Jeff. It was a fraction less weight than your first one. Yeah. Alrighty. Make it. Alrighty, guys.
If we're clean, I'm off with this.
And now, as we said at the beginning of this end, the goal for Jeff Stoughton was to steal or to force Gushue to 1. Blank was not in the picture.
And if successful in blanking this end, Gushue will retain last rock advantage, but he gets a nose hit.
Moral victory for Jeff Stoughton.
That's 2 interns on this side of the sheet, thrown narrow by Brad Gushue.
1 yellow.
So it's a 3-point advantage with 4 ends remaining. Gushue ahead of Stoughton.
No, you were fine.
I slid way tight.
Brad Gushue leads 7-4 through 6. 6 times he's been to the Canadian Junior Championships. He won once in 2001. He also won the World Junior Championships. Canadian Junior Championships next on CBC. Thunder Bay, Ontario, January 28th, the women's final. January 29th, the men's final. There are the times across the CBC network. Don?
Well, you talked about the World Junior Championship being won, and it was held in the same rink in Ogden, Utah, where they held the Olympic Games in 2002. He'd like to be going to Pinerolo and compete for an Olympic title in 2006, but he still has a lot of work ahead of him with forehands remaining in this game against Jeff Stoughton, who trails by 3. But as you said, Mike, I think Stoughton was quite relieved that he was able to get the hammer back, giving up just a single point in the last end.
Very much so. And he knows if he gets a deuce here, he's only 1 down playing 8. Not a bad situation considering where he was at the break.
You never like it when your sweepers don't even make it halfway down the ice. This is supposed to be a corner guard, and that's how crucial it is to get there. This is a huge mistake, slipping into the rings with this one.
What do you think?
Yeah. Heel.
Let's go, Jamie.
Clean.
By Jamie Korab hitting this one, all advantage of using the free guard zone is now lost. Even if Steve Gould puts up another corner guard, Gushue's team can peel it.
Halfway's good. It's better this time, guys.
And Russ Howard does not have the firepower that Mark Nichols has, so they'll be taking probably a little more ice, and Russ still throws it pretty good.
Shot, Steve. Good. Hey, sorry, fellas.
But not the type of shot he's accustomed to playing as a skip. He knows he's made a mistake.
Off.
Clean.
Yep.
Russ Howard needs a piece of this stone, and he wants to roll his shooter out of the play, and he does that. Well, Gary Vandenberg has been out curling Russ Howard at second stone. You indicated prior to the start of our telecast that this might be a key matchup, Mike.
Yeah, and it really hasn't turned out that way. It's really a story of one missed shot by Jeff Stoughton in the fourth end with a big steal of 2. It's been a very well-played game by both teams. Now it's a matter of trying to carry the momentum through for Brad Gushue, and it's all about fighting back for Jeff Stoughton. And again, it's the smallest errors in games this big that make the difference. And Jeff Stoughton said made one critical one in the fourth.
What? Sorry, Stoughton. Good. Back 12 for Gary, eh? Huh? Back 12 for next day.
They're going to go around that stone at the top 8 foot.
It's always a question of strategy in this situation when things don't set up for you early in the end. Do you how aggressively do you go to try to get 2, or do you just bail out at some point in time and say, I'm going to just try to set up again in the 8th end? Time is running out for Stoughton. And they're going to continue to try to create the deuce. These are so difficult when you're trying to draw around rocks that are in the top 8 foot and stay in the rings and be partially buried.
Well, in anticipation of Howard peeling, they had already planned that this was going to be their shot.
Real
Yep. Yep. Where you at?
Weight's real good.
Hard!
Come on, John.
Hard! Hard! Come on,
Go, 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 go. Whoa. I got it. It's coming out. It's coming out.
Good.
Wow.
Vandenberg continues to play well.
Well, that was all sweeping as well. They got by the front by nothing. There was no daylight past the top rock in the 8 foot. Great sweeping.
Yeah. Rushing, John.
I think I need a little more, Russ.
They'll run good down here for you.
Yeah.
You got it.
Just so high.
How's that?
Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Pull it away.
Can Mark Nichols roll up and
straight spot there?
Over to the side, he does. He didn't want to sit right there on top of the red rock.
I got.
Sorry, Jamie.
This one.
Weight still up?
Seems to be.
Looking for the corner freeze on that yellow stone out in the 12-foot.
You get the next one.
What'd you get? 303.
How's the line?
Line looks good.
Where you at?
Just
Sir.
to it.
T-line.
Whoa.
Oh, we're there. T-line for sure.
We're there.
Get over there. Come on.
We're there.
This T-line
rock
for
is
sure. Go,
not
go, go,
curling.
go, go, go. Good.
Whoa. Boy, John.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Look at the numbers for the 2/3, John Meade and Mark Nichols.
Normal. Normal.
It's just such a treat to watch. It's a well-played curling game.
Little firm.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep.
Hey! Hey! Hard! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! Whoa!
Off the top red, just across the face of the back red.
Right.
He didn't miss that by very much.
They were
Very close.
They were playing the hit and roll, and it overcurled early, so they let it go, trying to make the double.
More ice in that spot for his PLA.
No, I said the same thing. He said he didn't throw it
Play
good.
tight and try to put it back for you. What was that? 303. About the same weight.
Where you at?
T-line. Higher's better.
Ooh.
Could be back farther than T.
Good.
Good boy.
That picked as well. Sometimes picks help you.
I see that
Yeah.
first time.
I don't mind trying that.
Yeah.
Maybe the best chance we get.
Yeah.
I think it would have been full T. It would have been perfect.
Well, which would have been fine, and it picks and goes the other way.
Yeah, just got it closer for him.
Just at the end, you saw the rock just turn the other way.
I like trying it now. This may be our best chance.
Oh yeah, I like
If
it.
the rock had not picked, it would be over another
Half or a
6-8
little less,
inches,
or half or a shade
making the
less?
angle much sharper for Brad Gushue.
There still would have
Let's
been
make
a double, though, and it's just such respect for either team because they can make those low percentage shots.
Ah! 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 Right off! Ah!
Girl.
And he'll get two. They had to wait and wait for the stone to curl.
Got away with it. It wasn't the way they were playing it. Playing it thickly. Across the top was the tough way to get it, but it works.
That's plan B.
As Brad Gushue said before he threw it, though, it might be our only chance to try the double.
Jeff Stoughton will look for a blank end now.
And that's very frustrating for the Stoughton team to watch that rock come down, make the double, even though it wasn't the way they had called it.
Clean. Clean it. Yep. Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Shot, Jeff.
Throw, Jeff. How about?
Yeah.
Brad.
Very impressive numbers for the skips as well.
Normal, yeah.
All players in both teams. Stoughton
I know.
and his team at 90%, Gushue 85%.
Let's go.
stand on a stone in the 12. Gushue was attempting to hit and roll out. This time he's attempting to hit and stay.
Wow. Yep. No roll. Stay shot.
Now it's up to Jeff Stoughton to try and hit and roll out of the rings.
Just in case he forgot, you can always look in the mirror.
He's up there again.
They're having a great time.
Well, the rest of the Gushue family also identifying who they are as it pertains to their relationship to Brad. Stoughton will hit and roll out, and he will retain last rock advantage into end 8, still trailing by 3 points to Brad Gushue. Well, on Friday evening into Saturday morning, the first major snowfall of the season in the Halifax area, and now it's raining in Halifax, and we have talked during the last few ends about some frost building up on the ice due to the high humidity. Joan has referred to that earlier on the telecast. The first 6 ends of this game, make that 5 ends of this game, the swapping of deuces. And then in the 6th, Gushue attempting to blank, picked up a single point. The steal of 2 on the 4th by Gushue may stand up as a key point in this match.
Felt like lots.
Looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Wow.
During the break, Steve Gould was still beating himself up a little bit over missing the guard.
Felt like a lot.
In 7 is one attempt, and
weight's good.
John and Gary were saying, tell him to let it go, make it here, and try to get within 1 point going into 9.
That rock is 2 feet too deep. There's pressure on every shot right now, the placement of every shot. 8th end, Stoughton threatening, having Hammer to get back into this game and make it very close.
Halfway's good.
Flash.
Just halfway.
Clean it if you can.
You're real good. Try it, Steve. Attaboy, Stevie.
Attaboy. Well, yesterday in the women's final, we saw how 3 can have an impact with the triple by Shannon Kleibrink, trailing by 2 on the 10th end to win it.
And don't think Jeff Stoughton doesn't know that. He knows if he takes 2 here and holds Brad Gushue to 1 in 9, it's going to be the exact same situation. 2 down coming home with last rock, and you know, being 4 down at the break, that's about as good as he can hope for right now. He's going to need some breaks to win this game, but certainly it's in his own hands in theory to get to an extra.
Wow, 5.
Wow.
Wow. It's going to get in early.
It's going to be close to the same.
It's 5.
Whoa.
5, 6.
Sit down.
Ooh. Yep. No. Grind. Sit.
Down.
Ah, my fault.
That's a miss. Nice pocket there for Jeff Stoughton.
What the funny?
Well, this frost may be having an even bigger impact than we thought it might if they're having difficulties in judging the weight on some of these shots.
And that's just it. You just don't know if it's going to affect the rock's path or not. What happens is the ice makers put pebble on the ice, right? That's what the rocks run on, those tiny little frozen bumps on the ice. And when they sweep, that melts it a little bit and it makes it slide a little farther. And when moisture comes in, it fills up the spaces in between the little bumps. And sometimes it doesn't affect the sweeping or the ability of the sweepers to carry a rock a long ways. And in other spots of the ice where it's heavier, it does. So it just makes things unpredictable.
Put a little idiot mitts on me.
And what he's talking about is that after he throws, Russ Howard often stays on the ice surface and puts a knee or his hand on the ice, and that's kind of a no-no in competitive curling. You're supposed to get up off the ice so you don't melt anything or leave a soft spot on the ice.
Line's good. Where you at? Gotta go.
Keep it going, boys. The line is great. Line's absolutely great. Come on.
All right, guys.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Short.
Okay, good. Good. That's good. That's good,
Okay.
Gary. It's fine.
That's it, boys.
Brad Gushue taking a look at the Redstone, the corner guard that's sitting to the left of the center line.
Yeah.
Same weight.
He'd like
Or
to
do you want to
get
get rid
rid
of
of
the corner?
He'd like to get rid
What's
of one of
that?
those yellow stones.
Well, you play the
Take
corner,
away
and
the
if he ever
pocket.
gets one in there. I don't want
Right.
this.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Come down. We got some time.
Russ suggesting that maybe they should play the corner.
Yeah, it's hard to get it out, eh?
I don't think it's...
The one nice thing is they have Mark
it's not
Nichols
easy
at
to get
third who
in
can
there
throw it
We
so
rip this,
hard.
he's going around the corner. We peel it. He's freezing. And then we got to, we might have some shots at doubles.
Won't I have a shot at a double? You should. Yeah, okay, let's peel the guard. I like it.
Like if he goes, he's got to cross.
He's got to make it real good.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out where they need to go.
You like
Once
this,
the
Jamie?
rock is
I like
peeled,
peeling the guard.
they
I like it too.
expect a freeze attempt here, and with Mark Nichols' power, you're going to see a rock coming in really hard and trying to kill both the Reds and take the end away from Jeff Stoughton.
Make it.
What will your opponents play? That's all curling is at this level. Your execution's almost a given at this level.
And over his career, there isn't much that Russ Howard hasn't seen.
Whoa, whoa! Clean! Clean! Clean it!
Shot. I like that call.
I like that better.
Yeah, that's fine. Good throw.
Showers.
I don't
Bam,
mind.
bam, go to work.
Doesn't make it real good.
Top freeze.
Okay.
Make it.
It's Gary Vandenberg trying to promote his own stone to be frozen on
Line's
those
good.
two yellows.
Weight's pretty good.
It's real close. Whoa, gotta curl a bit.
curl a little
Line's
bit.
good. Yep! Hard! It's good. Hard line! Hard line, guys. Hard line, hard line, hard line, hard line. Good.
Tapping it back
Shot.
onto the Yellowstone. Gushue still lies too.
Yeah.
Stays a little higher. It's golden.
The power of
Make
Mark
it, Mark.
Nichols now will be evident, just right on the nose. Send it straight back and send some granite flying.
Wow. Other teams, Don Walchuk with Kevin Martin, Randy Furby on the Furby squad at third stone. The ability to throw the high, hard one.
Get out.
That second red didn't slide quite far enough.
Tough shot. Good attempt there by Mark Nichols.
Are we two?
No.
No.
Just one. Comes up a little more.
Yeah. I thought we had it.
Got just a little too much of the back Yellowstone, and the red rock hangs around for second shot.
Easy.
Yep.
98 we got.
Weight's gold. Yep.
White's there. Room.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're right to it.
Whoa. Stay with it.
We're right to it.
Clean it.
Whoa. Whoa. Getting pretty.
Give me a girl.
Hey, John.
Good throw, John. Get in under that. Huh? Say we can get in under that.
Oh, God, yes.
Go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of wait.
Kind of wait.
Whatever you like.
Hack the bumper.
Sure.
Board.
Like just to the bumper. Enough ice?
Good enough.
I think we need more, Russ.
Playing the little hit and
That'll
flop
track
right
here pretty good,
underneath
actually. I don't mind that.
the guard
It'll
and on
just
top
be
of
there.
shot
Yeah, you throw
stone.
pure and we'll make it. Bumper!
Whoa!
Under it.
Hey! Hey!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Badly
Take
underthrown.
another turn.
Oh, it's picked.
It's
right
going the other way.
Out of his hand, he thought there was something under it. Sometimes that happens. It's coming out. It's like it takes away on you. It picks up a piece of debris. And unfortunately, nothing for Mark Nichols out of that shot.
Keep the path clean.
Oh, we were.
As soon as I was letting it go.
So just watch as he's letting this go. It starts to curl, and then it actually goes the other way.
Bad break.
Same way to turn and then stop it the other way.
So now Stoughton will attempt to capitalize.
Well, again,
All right.
threes in the picture now. It's a terrible break for Gushue's team, though.
303. It's a hair left.
Mine's good.
Well, that's 3 picks. 2 of them have already come to Stoughton's team as well. It's the first one that has happened to Gushue.
Mine's great.
Yep. Hard line.
Mine's great.
Hard line. White's real good. We're bumping a bit.
Hard line. Hard line.
Whoa.
Easy.
Bumping a hair.
Easy, easy.
Bumping a hair.
Good.
Beauty.
Great shot, Johnny.
That's a good spot.
That's a beauty. Can you get out of it still?
Is that there?
No, it goes under. I think it goes under. Don't you?
Yeah.
I think it pulls. And guard.
Wow. Guard
We
would
could
be,
hit this
guard
pretty
would be
thick.
brave.
But that doesn't really
3-point
do any
lead.
good.
You can just pick it out.
Pick which one out?
Oh, just get this one. Oh. You could try to.
What
Is that too dangerous?
Yeah.
Is
What
hitting
if
that
we
one
just
any
hit
good?
this?
Yeah, that's what I.
Well, he freezes again.
We
He's
make
gonna-
a good guard. He gets the angle a little off. Might be able to get 2 of them out. Although if he makes it real good, we're up a creek.
But you can always run this one. Give him 3.
No good for us to
No,
go
no.
here. That's pointless, eh?
I don't think so, because then he just knows is this, and then
We just rip that.
I don't know if I like ripping that rush.
If you just come down and tap this a little and sit there, is any good?
It makes the double and roll.
Yeah, way too dangerous.
You rip that, he's gonna freeze. If he doesn't freeze it right.
If you put one here, why
Oh, we got to miss our own too. That's the key, right?
Yeah.
What about just peeling this one?
Well, then he freezes again.
You rip that once you do. He's trying to freeze, and you might have a raised double or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Either that or we hit this one.
3 up. I don't like guarding, but
Hit that one? Or do you want to hit this? It's hard to hit this and get this one out of the way
Yeah,
without
it is.
killing that. I don't mind guarding here either.
I don't like the guard.
No? What don't you like about it?
Oh, here.
I think it's a shot, Russ.
Brings 4 into play. That's why Russ doesn't like it.
Timeout.
I've got way too much respect for Jeff Stoughton to throw that guard right
What's he
now.
gonna do?
Oh, yeah.
Is he gonna
And
play
this
the
is
double
why
on
Russ is on the team now to make this decision
Well,
for Brad Gushue.
He might. If he does, then we got to pretty well concede 3. I think we got a guard.
I like the, even if you give him 3 here at this point in time,
Right.
we got a 2-in game where we're starting with the hammer, okay?
Yep.
So what you need to do is make sure you don't give him any more than 3. If you hit this one over here and he comes in here, I think he's got the possibility of giving you an opportunity for a double here. If he makes it pistol perfect, we got some trouble, but I think that you might be able to root the 2 of them out.
You don't like the guard at all?
I don't like the guard. I think the guard, you might give him 4.
Okay.
4 is a killer. Worst case scenario we got is
I'm with
tied
you.
up with.
Okay.
2-in game with tied up with is not bad.
Coach
normal?
Toby McDonald
Yep.
and Mike Adam, the 5th player, coming out. And as you said earlier, Mike, That was Russ's concern as well. If you don't play the guard, 4 comes into the equation.
And that is what Brad Gushue's weakness always was. He wouldn't recognize when you got into trouble like that. And the guard, yeah, good in theory, but against teams of this quality, you could give up 4. And you look at the scoreboard. You have a 3-point lead. And Jeff Stoughton still has a lot of work to do yet to get his 3.
And as Toby McDonald said, even if you give up 3, it's a 2-end game, and you've got hammered.
And I think Russ Howard breathes a sigh of relief too, because it was his vote. He was a lonely vote until Toby McDonald came out.
Right here, right here. Hi.
Okay. Where do we go, Stevie? Freeze right there. Can't get enough of that tap here. Right you could go tap. Well, then he might get all 3 too. Because if you were sitting right here, he runs it. This comes into that. If you go here, how about right here? He's gonna. Does he roll in?
Well, he makes his double here.
How about nosing that?
He
can't guard everything. Well, no, you can't get rid of that.
What good at nosing it?
I don't know. Probably nothing. Get that? Hey. Play where?
Well, I mean, you could go with this.
What does he play then? He's gonna hit that one, right? He kind of has to, doesn't he? Or no, he picks this one out.
Yeah. Give us our deuce.
Picks it out.
Because we can't get 3. We can only get 2. Like, we got to make sure we get 2.
High, it's coming right on there.
No.
No.
How about is nose hit no good?
But you just set him up for an easy double.
We might even lose our 5.
You know, clunk there. I don't mind just hitting it and rolling it.
I guess we're just playing for 2, right?
Yeah, if we get 2, that's good.
Yeah, we got to. We got
to score.
If we roll over, he's got an in off though, right?
Well, we're going to be up here.
We're going to be up there. That's fine.
What do you think? Yeah? I don't mind that.
I think the only other thing you got is here, and then you hope you got some on your last one. But it's... Can he run this?
No.
He's still going to roll out and give you a shot for 2.
Got something.
I think that's the shot.
Okay.
Jeff.
They're just looking at where to position their next stone, and I like the thought process. I'm not sure I'd be hitting this top stone, though.
Yeah, if it
it's going to be
far,
difficult to get the stone to bring it into play. Yeah, they're going to hit the top and try to roll the shooter over into this area. The problem being is that this yellow stone over here in the corner is going to outcount that one. So regardless if Brad just happens to pick the one off the side of the button, most that Jeff can score is 2. I'm a little surprised they're not being a little more aggressive and taking a risk to score 3 here.
It's nice.
That's exactly it. It is a risk to score 3, and they know that if they come in there, that Gushue will have some sort of attempt to get rid of a couple of their stones, and they won't get 2. So it's risk versus reward. And you can see their patience by calling this shot. They're saying, we want our 2. We're happy with just 2. This is over curling.
We're going to get the run back here, whether you want it or not.
Go!
Nice.
Oh,
okay, that's good.
Real good.
Very good shot.
Great shot, Jeff.
Thanks.
Difficult situation for Brad Gushue. Not a lot of good options here.
He knows it.
Where Jeff Stoughton's shooter ended up is blocking the pick. That's why that shot ended up so perfect.
That's right. It's guarded this stone, which was the easy one to remove.
We guard and leave him this angle for 3.
Good going, try to get there.
It's not bad.
Same
Jamie.
thing. He can still. We got to be like here.
Yeah.
So we can't run that.
That's a pretty precise shot. But
Well, the thing is, he might be able to make it off of that. And
You got this. Straight back. You get it this way or that way. It's a little dangerous.
Well, I don't mind that, Russ. He might get all 3.
Get 2 is
I don't
great.
mind trying to nose like this.
Okay. Okay, let's do that. This is the less risky call.
Yeah, it's pretty straight here.
Yeah. Just try and make the hit and roll. It's all we need.
Roll to here.
Yeah.
Trying to
kind of wait.
run this straight back into the pile, thinking they're going to remove one of the 2 red stones for sure. Danger is hitting it high onto the top 4-foot stone. They may leave them all in the ring, so he's got to be careful not to throw this a little wide. and let it
You
float.
let me know.
Nose or a little on the low side, still not a bad option.
Thank you, Brad.
I think that is the original
One
call.
more.
It's just a little roll towards the center line. And if they run the double straight back, that's bonus.
Brad Gushue's final stone of this 8th end. He leads by 3. Running the red back into the other 2 reds in the rings. And he gets rid of 2 of them.
Open hit for 2, though, for Jeff Stoughton, which is mission accomplished for Stoughton's team to get 2 and stay close in the game.
Still a great shot there by Brad Gushue. Very close to getting all 3.
Curls up a shade more, eh?
Yeah, I had to stay there, though. It's looking like nose for a while, eh?
Yeah. Ah.
Well, Jeff Stoughton, as you heard him say a few moments ago, we have to get 2 on this end. And he has the opportunity.
Exciting end.
Well, this is a big shot. He has to stick this, get his deuce, so that the last 2 ends are really, really meaningful.
Clean. Easy, easy, easy. Yep. Easy. Clean. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Stoughton attempting to reduce the deficit to a single point. And with 2 ends remaining, that is the situation. Brad Gushue of St. John's leading Jeff Stoughton of Winnipeg 7-6. Final 2 ends in this men's final could be rather dramatic. 7-6. Gushue leads Stoughton. During the break, we were eavesdropping, heard Russ Howard say to Brad Gushue, "Let's do what we did in the round robin game, score 4 in the 9th."
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? And if you could just order it up like that, I think we'd all do that. Just an exciting game. We were just discussing during the break as well. I don't know whether I would have had the patience that Jeff Stoughton showed to just hit the top one in his first rock and not try to get 3 out of that end. It'll be so interesting to see whether that strategy pays off as we go into the 9th and 10th ends here.
Well, that's why he's one of the top competitive curlers in the game. You have to have that patience, don't you?
Oh, just a seasoned veteran, to have all those experiences to know, to know when to hold them, to know when to fold them. Yeah, really, that's just a smart skip.
Jamie Cora being asked to come around this center guard. They want this top 8 foot at the deepest. T-line is too deep.
They're anticipating Jeff Stoughton throwing the second center guard.
4.
Clean it. All right.
5.
But what was interesting on that last end as well, Russ didn't want any part of a guard on Brad Gushue's first stone. And I think he was much relieved when Toby McDonald came out and said, "No, I don't think we should play the guard."
Great weight.
Nice judge. Assume longer, eh?
It's a pretty good assumption.
Now this is crucial. They're trying to just get this rock over the hog line, very close to the center line.
Right here is good. It's there. Oh, it's all there. Curl.
Don't like it when the sweepers are dropping off.
Curl. Curl hard. Stop. Okay, Steve. It's good, Steve. Okay, buddy. Good try.
Brad, want to go there?
No. Makes the peels too tough. Yeah. Let's put it there.
And again, early in the telecast, we talked about in this relationship with Howard and Gushue, how Russ Howard will defer to Brad Gushue in a lot of the decisions.
Especially on Brad's own shots, I think.
Skip
has to be comfortable throwing what he wants, and we saw that. Brad said the exact same thing in his clip.
Get over rock. Don't want to curl rock. Curl.
Finish.
Hey, Jamie.
Well, Russ Howard has definitely been a factor in the Team Gushue performance this curling season. In 4 events without Russ Howard playing, only 1 playoff top 8 appearance and almost $3,000 in winnings since Russ joined the team in late October. 3 events, almost 11,000 in winnings, and a berth in the Olympic trials final. And as Brad has said so often, it's that experience, that knowledge, the understanding of the game that has been a big factor. Taking a lot of pressure off my shoulders as well.
This rock just did not curl for Gary Vandenberg.
Like this?
Yep. Sorry, boys. Didn't curl it out.
No. Just
come up sat there. What's that?
It'll come up a hair.
Off. Whoa!
Whoa! Never. Watch the back one. No.
He's looking for the double peel.
All right.
Close. Yeah, I think you have to, don't you? You probably have more.
Right, bumper.
Very good.
Let's go, G.
Interesting call. They're not going all out for the steal here. The force of 1 is still a good option
Whoa.
for Jeff Stoughton.
Right off. Right off.
If you're going all out for the steal, you'd likely just play a draw or tap that stone back an inch or 2.
Kick it.
Nice.
Good. Shot.
Very nice.
Shot, Gary.
One of these times I'm going to hit somebody. Huh? One of these times I'm going to hit him.
Well, as we saw
Yeah, no.
yesterday in the women's final, again, if you've got last rock advantage, even though you're down by 2 playing the last end,
I don't
you
know.
still have a chance. And Shannon Kleibrink was delighted to have that opportunity.
We could ever get to the inside of the second one.
Yeah.
There's no real good thing that could happen coming this way.
Pardon me?
I say there's nothing really good that can happen by peeling it this way.
Well, unless I get it there.
Yeah, but that's pretty thick.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
You want to try and get it there, Russ?
I don't mind it.
Okay, let's go make it.
You like it?
Go. Yep.
Well, you do have input from
I'm just
3
thinking if we
skips
hit
on
this
this
one.
Gushue team.
I don't mind this.
Looking
Just
at
gotta
running
let's
it
hit
into
on
the
the
pile
heel.
here.
Yeah. Just roll it.
You always look if there's a risk of jamming it on your opponent's, particularly this one, and leaving the rock you raise in the rings, and that is certainly not the case here. So I like the call too. I think why not take a run, see if you can double one of them out.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Shooter.
Ben.
Shooter.
Ben.
That's the full Russ there. Good shot. Still a good situation for Stoughton. Both the Reds stayed in the rings and likely going to force Brad Gushue to score. Never seen that before.
The full Russ. When the big make is on, you know he's going to be screaming.
But he hasn't lost his voice this week.
That's amazing, really.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
Attaboy.
It's all right.
Stoughton now lies 3.
Double opportunity here.
Good, he's not playing the role behind the corner.
Any chance he could get all 3?
Okay.
No,
Not bad.
you have to hit the top one
Yeah, sure.
too thickly to make the double
Make him right
to
in the
get the
middle
one at the back 12.
Third. Firm.
Peel.
Hey. Whoa. High. Whoa. Off. High. Whoa.
Mark Nichols has got 2. And the shooter stays at the back of the 12 for shots.
Read.
That's true.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Jeff just looking for the freeze. Won't hit it, doesn't want to take the risk of rolling out and letting Brad out of the end.
I think the weight's real good, yeah.
Weight's real good.
Line's good.
Stay with it for line.
Ooh.
Weight's right to it.
Ooh, a little out there.
We're right to it.
A little out there. Yep.
Line.
Hard line.
It's going sideways.
Hard line. Hard.
I got it.
That's fine.
That's a pretty good shot.
Lost its handle a bit, eh?
Huh? Yeah.
Lost its handle a bit.
Russ is
Sweeping,
burning rocks.
just sweeping the frost.
No, of course not.
And any debris off
or
of their
freeze, whatever.
broom heads.
Or there.
Either one, whatever you like.
Same speed as it's been all day.
I think so, yeah.
I haven't thrown a jaw in a while, so. Well, guys.
Yep.
As Mark said, because he hasn't thrown a draw in a while, just getting reassurance from the other two as to the speed.
6-7.
Easy.
Hard.
Easy. Lots of room.
Whoa, lots of weight, Russ.
Whoa.
Right on.
9-10.
11.
Whoa.
Right on. You gotta hit it. Wait.
Whoa.
We need to hit it.
Whoa.
We need to hit it.
Whoa.
Need to hit it. Go, Brad. Whoa.
Not bad. Feel like that, stay in front. Pretty easy double opportunity here for Jeff.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I knew it was heavy as soon as I let it go.
Definitely in a situation now where when they make this double, Jeff Stoughton will be sitting here. Brad Gushue will be forced to play some sort of freeze, and with those fighters hanging around the back of the rings,
It's got something under it, Jeff.
likely Gushue will be forced to take a single point here in 9.
Well, that's what Jeff Stoughton, definitely the way he's calling these last number of rocks, that's his goal, is the force. Just force Gushue to take 1 point.
I thought I had 9.
Just up.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Close.
Whoa.
Just needs to curl a bit.
Good.
Hi, boy. Shot. I told Don to get a hair ready, because it's one of across.
Nice.
What do you think about here?
Should be lots.
Mark
I don't mind a little less.
Mark was a little heavy.
Okay.
Play on.
Well, that was the objective on this 9th end by Jeff Stoughton, to force Brad Gushue to take a point, and then he will have last rock advantage, trailing by 2, playing the 10th.
Be the same situation that Shannon Clyburn faced yesterday.
Pretty good, Brad.
Interesting now, though, that with Jeff rolling just a little bit, if Brad can make a good freeze and Jeff tries to pick it out of there, you might see both those reds go, and the blank is still in play for Brad Gushue.
Hold on. 8. Hard. 9. Nine's good. Whoa.
You need to keep us on the center
Line's
line
tight.
side.
9. Whoa,
That's
good.
it. Whoa. We're bumping.
Lock it.
We're bumping. Whoa. 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 Jeez.
He really wanted to be right on top of the redstone, not bumping it as he did.
Just worried about the line.
Nose would be better.
Okay.
Feel?
Yeah.
Feel nose.
Okay. Make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just jumped it a bit.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Those
the
will be
line.
good.
It was actually quite good, eh?
Jeff Stoughton will look to come up to the nose. He'll lose one of his redstones at the very back, will squirt right out of the house. But his shooter will stay there, and the middle redstone. And the force will be on.
Nose would be nice.
Yeah, either or, really. If you nose, it's great. He wants to nose, it makes Brad's draw just a little tougher.
Just clean.
Yep.
Well, we've talked about Stoughton's plan on this end. If he wasn't able to steal himself, to force Gushue to take a point, but Gushue's drawing against 3.
Nice shot.
It should be a fairly routine draw, but
only the pressure makes it tough.
And he's just thrown in this same path as well. When you get this much frost, as I said, it's when you have to change the path slightly, you might not get the same level of keen. Somebody's feeling the stress.
Drawing against 3, Brad Gushue leading by 1 with the final stone of end 9.
Easy. I think it's locked.
Rum.
I think it's locked.
Rum. Clean it. Clean it. Clean it. Line's good.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Good shot.
And the young man responds, drawing full 4, and he heads to the 10th, leading by 2. A similar situation to what we saw yesterday in the women's final.
First one, we didn't even need to be on it.
M&M Meat Shops is on board as the title sponsor for the Canadian Junior Curling Championships that take place in Thunder Bay from January 21st through the 29th, and we'll be there for the women's and the men's final on the 28th and the 29th of January. That's the next curling event you'll see on CBC
hard, guys,
television.
all the way hard. Lean on it hard, guys. Gotta go. Gotta go hard.
Oh boy.
Hard, guys, hard. Sorry, guys.
Bad miss.
Okay.
That had to be in the rings. 2 up.
We gotta guard it. Gotta guard it, eh, Johnny? Do you? Oh yeah, guard it.
In the 4-rock rule, you can peel your own guard, so they're gonna guard that Yellowstone and prevent that from happening.
Jack Stoughton, Jeff's father, anxiously watching this 10th end unfold.
It's a big break for Jeff Stoughton.
Well, it's great.
Even better chance of scoring 2 now. You get 2 guards in the free guard zone.
Stay with it.
Where you at? Line's pretty good.
Half weight. Stay with it. It's got to curl a bit.
It's got to stop is what it's got to do.
Don't show me any of it, guys. Oh, it's got to stop, Steve.
It's got to stop first, Steve.
Or it just hits ours.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Okay,
Steve.
Steve.
Real good.
Now they can just
Good try, right?
hit the red. If they just hit the red on the high side, they kill their own. Not looking at that right now. Very easy shot, actually, to remove your own guard.
Sorry, but I thought it was a lot less than that. It's 304, and you were showing 308.
During round-robin competition with last rock advantage, Stoughton ranked 2nd.
Whoa!
8-9.
Whoa!
In scoring more than a single point.
Line only. It's all there.
Well, yeah, okay.
Go through?
Yep. That's good. That's good.
It makes you wonder what's going on with Jamie Korab. It could be nerves.
Absolutely, it's nerves. It's not even a question.
It's okay. Hang in the moment.
Make that double now.
Now what to do with those 2 rocks on the center line?
Jeff's going to ignore. He's going to throw another guard.
You know that they're gone. That's a very, very easy double peel.
I'm sick of guarding them again.
You could move them around as well. Try to come into them and jiggle them up so that you still have corners.
Let me in. We're higher now.
Okay, move then. Yep. Get it deeper. Go. Hard. Gotta go, guys. Gotta go.
Okay, Steve.
Okay, Steve.
Good boy.
Good shot.
Want to try that? You might get them all.
Okay.
Gets them all. That puts the game on ice almost for Gushue.
What will the end result be? He gets 2 of them.
Great attempt there by Russ Howard.
Wonder if the folks in Newfoundland ever thought they'd be cheering for Russ Howard on a curling sheet. All you people back at the St. John's Curling Club who are watching this action.
Russ is pretty popular.
out there with curling fans.
It's good.
Through.
It's real good.
Line's good.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard for line.
Hard.
Want to get this buried, and they want it as far away from that yellow one as they can.
We're by. We're by.
Okay. We're back 4. Okay.
Not quite.
That's all right. Just got to be in. That's fine.
Looking to try to get that 2 points.
Jugger.
Send this game into an extra end.
Shoot, John. Great deal.
2 man.
Just trying to, no run back here, just trying to get rid of the guard and spill the shooter as well.
Yep.
They just get the shooter out of play.
That's great sweeping. That held that rock.
Could have got all 3 at the first one. Probably. We might have been able to bump ours in. That's about the best.
A couple of nice peels there from Russ Howard. I say not the shot that he's most comfortable throwing as a skip,
It's
and
good.
he's done a great job this game.
Halfway tight. Just halfway.
It's got to curl
Coming down
lots.
big time.
Has to curl lots. Whoa, then leave it up if you can. Yep.
Line's great.
It's got to curl.
Keep her going. Keep her going, Johnny.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. A little more, John, a little more. Good.
Shooting, Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Atta boy. Good work.
Make it.
And straight peel, we're going to see a number of peels from Brad Gushue's team, and on Brad's last, or Jeff Stoughton's last, first he will have the decision, does he play the guard or come into the rings, split the house, and Brad will have some sort of double to win the game.
If all goes according to plan.
And I don't anticipate Mark Nichols leaving any guards up there. He's just been so solid all week.
And every player has their bread and butter shot, and I think the peel is Mark Nichols. It's his comfortable weight to throw.
Good shot.
He has such a huge margin for error with the weight that he throws. He can hit an inch of the stone and get it out, or he can hit 7/8 of it and the shooter rolls out. It's a great, great weapon to have. And all of the top competitive curlers have it on the men's side. John Meade, Jeff Stoughton, 2 more that can do that. Not so sure about Russ, but
but you know, he's made all his
He has.
deals this
He
game.
has.
Very impressive.
Real weight. Where you at?
Fine though.
Got a curl.
Line's good. Line's good.
Got a curl, guys. Cars will go. Cars will go. Got a curl, guys.
Keep going.
Go, 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 go. Okay, good. Good.
Is there any point you would think about run back, or would it just be strictly peel?
no, you'd hate to try the run back and jam it and leave the guard and the stone buried in the rings, and as unlikely as it seems, it's the only way you can lose the game here in 10.
That's right. Right now, they're pretty much conceding that they will be going to an extra end.
Hard. Really hard.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Brad.
That's fine.
All right.
The 3 is on. Sounds strange, but John Meade's going to go around this guard. Brad will likely hit the open one. He's going to go around the guard. Gushue hits the open stone. They go around the guard again.
Not that easy, eh?
3 is in play.
Not that easy. That's not.
Well, you were a prophet yesterday, Mike, when you suggested on the 10th that 3 came into play.
Yeah. What's that?
In the women's final.
Let's play to win. Well, I know, we don't have to win this end. You're right. It's tough to get there.
Well, yeah, if it was another 3 feet out of the house, too, it would be better. But yeah, it's just.
What do you like?
They're concerned about that not being swingy enough.
Double because it's so close. What do you just want? What do you think? What's that?
Well, just it's got to be buried and it's got to be T-line.
T-line.
Or in front.
Yeah.
Or higher. Is it going to finish? So I'm worried about the frost and it just straightening right out.
I don't think it'll matter. Oh, the frost won't affect it.
Frost will not affect it.
Okay. If you want, I got a hair broom ready. I can sweep in the frost.
You like it? It's that or guard again, right?
Let's win this end. Yeah, it's either that or we guard.
What do you feel good about, guys?
Well, I'm pushing for the corner on this, so.
I don't know any.
What do you like, Jeff? You obviously don't like.
The thing is,
team
I just
that
don't want to
wouldn't
give
go
him a
in.
shot right now.
Let me ask you a question. We go around perfect and he noses. Are we going to go here?
We can play this then. Well, but yeah. Or freeze.
I'm just saying.
I know, but
I say you make it.
like that.
Like it? Go for it.
Steve Gould's trying to convince him. Let's play for the win in this 10th end.
Gary Vandenberg too.
Yes, the front end was definitely voting for this. And as you said, Mike, I think most players would be going around that corner guard. Now, Jonathan Meade has made a good point, and that is if we don't make it perfect, do we give away the deuce and the chance to play the next round?
You could say the same thing if he misses the guard, or it's interesting. I think you got to go. You've had so few opportunities in this game.
Not too much, guys?
I don't think so.
To score multiple
Yeah, I
points,
like it.
and this is a chance for 3.
This is their gut instinct, and I think you have to go with it. And
Well thought out, though, I must say.
Absolutely. Vandenberg said, let's just make it and try to win this game right now.
Dead buried on the tee line is what they're looking for.
I think Jonathan Meade needs just to take a minute and compose himself, talk himself into making this shot.
He's doing a good job of that right now.
He is taking his time, and again, you talked about the patience of this Stoughton team. They've been in these situations, these tough situations before, and they thought out
Oh, wait, it's fine, Stevie.
the shot. Now execution is required.
Line's
pretty good.
Line's good. Room. Got room now. Room.
It's wide. They
T-line
want to
for
even them
sure.
up so there's no double.
T-line for sure.
Going.
T-line for sure. Hard!
There it goes.
Hard!
Gotta sink it.
Come on, Johnny.
Pretty good.
You see all the frost. They lift up on that blue ring on the 12-foot as they're trying to drag the rock in behind the guard. That's a good pressure
I don't know if
shot.
I got enough, Russ.
Now we've seen some nerves here from Gushue's team, definitely on
How much you
Jamie
got?
Korab and with Mark Nichols missing a single peel.
Thanks.
Bet a third.
Thanks.
Huh? Bet a third.
I think we're probably going to play it on
Almost
this one,
half.
the next one, don't we?
Yeah.
You want to give it a go? How much you got, Mark?
Not quite half. Third. Almost half.
Third. Need at
Wow.
least have to make the double, don't we?
There's no double there.
Yeah. I think we want to.
I think we want to roll a little here,
Yeah.
don't we? Okay.
Normal.
Yeah.
Expect a nose hit, and then 2 decisions to be made. Do you, if you're Jeff Stoughton, do you try to 3 decisions actually? You could, there's a hit and roll available. There's a
I don't
straight
think so.
draw, or they can freeze
Squeak
right
it
on
behind
it
you.
again.
Normal.
So there's
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see what Jeff plays.
Well, I think with the previous stone by Meade, they committed themselves to try and win in this end, didn't they?
Oh yeah, I said there's 3 ways to do it though. It's just a question of what they're going to pick. I think the freeze is the least likely of the options.
A lot depends on where this shooter ends up as well. They haven't touched it the whole way down.
And where that one ended up here, I think you're going to see a little hit and roll underneath. If they freeze on it, there'll be a double available.
Yeah. Make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a turnaround. The smallest error from Mark Nichols
No more than
has
nice.
really opened
Nice.
the door here for
No
Jeff
more than
Stoughton.
that.
Boy, oh boy.
Notice there's a double, you said?
I don't know if there is. I don't think there is. Let's make the roll.
There's a lot of pressure on this roll. They're hard to call. How aggressively do you go for the roll? If you
you see
wait
much
too
of that?
long for it to break and nose it, is the whole game taken away with a double left for Brad Gushue?
And if you go for it too much, you roll out, and it's the same difference. This has to be made.
This is the make or break shot right here for Jeff Stoughton.
Weight's good.
Yep. Stoughton's first of this 10th end.
Yep, yep. Hard! Hard! Right here, yeah. Hard! Wow! Hard! Wow!
Did it roll out? Yes, it looks as though it has.
Look at it.
It looks as though it has rolled out.
I think it's out.
Wow.
These ones on the very edge, you need to be standing on top of to decide whether they're in or out.
I think it's out.
Run it.
But several of the players have done just that, and
You
I've
make
called
the
it
pick,
out.
you can still jam it, right?
Oh, yeah.
There is a jam
Well,
here.
if anything, yeah. If
It
anything,
looks
we're running it back that way, right?
from the overhead camera as though it is out.
I like the run back.
You like the run back?
Let's think about it, Brad.
No, I got it.
Okay, buddy. Maker.
They like the run back because they could jam the stone that's in the rings.
Do you think it's out?
How bad does Jonathan Meade feel right now? It was his call, his sweeping call, that they overswept that rock out of the rings. It was Stoughton yelling off at the end.
A little more.
And again, bread and butter. This is Brad Gushue's bread and butter. I like his chances of making this.
With this stone, Brad Gushue could take the final step on the road to Torino. He'll be going there.
Stoughton will be throwing this rock. They'll be calling for a measure, a 6-foot measure on that rock.
It looks as though it is out, but
they have to call for the measure.
They have to call for a measurement. There's no question.
Yeah.
And all Brad Gushue can do now is hope that his celebration wasn't premature.
Beating the crap out of Hortons.
The rings are usually perfect at these events.
I
Don't
agree.
anticipate any surprises here, but you have to go here if you're Jeff and take your chances.
You have to go through the motions of measuring that stone. I just don't like the way the sweepers are not anywhere near this rock. There may be no measure if this rock doesn't stop.
I think they're pretty much convinced themselves that
We're throwing on there, fellas, but congratulations.
well, you heard the comment. We're throwing the measuring stick on there, but they're pretty much convinced and reconciled to the fact that that stone is out.
So here's the official with the 6-foot measure.
It's okay.
I think we got it, man.
Good job, Rod.
Start the celebration on the rock.
What a great week for Brad Gushue. Dominant all week.
Led the round robin, played fantastic each and every game, and wonderful again here in the final.
And for Russ Howard, what an opportunity to perhaps end a career by playing in the Olympic Games, and he'll celebrate his 50th birthday on the 19th of February in Pellerino.
I'll be back. Okay.
Brad Gushue, Mark Nichols, Russ Howard, Jamie Korab, Mike Adam, Tommy McDonald. Bound for Torino in 2006.
Tommy, baby, you're the best, man. You're the best.
That's the one. That's the one.
There we go, boys. I keep her going.
So the champions have been declared. Canada will be represented by Shannon Clybrink and Brad Gushue in Olympic curling competition. Ladies and gentlemen, your gold medal team from St. John's, Team Gushue. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tim Hortons Vice President, Atlantic Region, Steve Johnson, to deliver a message and congratulations on behalf of Tim Hortons, our title sponsor.
Thank you, Scott. Wow, what a game. On behalf of the entire Tim Hortons chain, we are extremely proud to be the title sponsor of the Roar of the Rings Canadian Olympic Curling Trials. The best men's teams in the world have been here this week. It's been a great week with incredible shot making. I would like to thank our partners, the CCA, the World Trade Center, Metro Center, and the beautiful city of Halifax for hosting this event. I'd like to thank Graham Harris and his committee, the over 900 volunteers who have organized and executed this flawless event. They are the unsung heroes. To the curlers, you should be very proud of your accomplishments. To be here on the podium means that you are at the pinnacle of your sport. To Brad, Mark, Russ, Jamie, Mike, and Toby, congratulations, what an accomplishment.
See the new plant flag?
You're going to the 2006 Winter Olympics to represent your country in Torino, Italy. Excellent. All of Canada's cheering for you. Good luck, good curling. Bring home the gold.
Thank you, Steve. I would now like to call upon Al Forsyth, CCA board member, to present bronze medals to our bronze medal team. From the Calgary Winter Club, Team Morris, skip. John Morris. To the third, Kevin Cooey. The second, Mark Kennedy. To the lead, Paul Moffat. Our alternate, Ben Hebert, is absent. To the coach, Earl Morris. Congratulations. Now I'd like to call upon Graham Harris, president of the host committee here in Halifax, to present silver medals to our silver medal team. What a great club from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Team Stoughton. Skip, Jeff Stoughton. Third, John Mead. Second, Gary Vandenberg. The lead, Steve Gould. The alternate player, Don Harvey. And the coach, Tom Patrick.
Thank you.
Now, would Steve Johnson please present the gold medals to the championship team here, Team Brad Gushue. To the skip, Brad Gushue. To the third, Mark Nichols.
Thank you very much.
To the second, he brings the touch of a master, Russ Howard. To the lead, Jamie Korab. To the alternate player, Mike Adam. And to the coach, Toby McDonald.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
One more time, here's the champion, Brad Gushue. Curling is a team sport, and you said as soon as I said that, and to my team, tell us about their performance and why you're so proud of them.
They're incredible. They're, five of my best friends in the world, and if we weren't curling, we'd still be best friends. And this is incredible to share with them. And they play great all week, and they've been with me all year. And over the last number of years, it's very proud of them, and they're special guys.
Listen, it's such an interesting team. because you've taken on a new old member, and yet someone has sacrificed something in order that you could get here. Can you talk about Russ and Mike?
Yeah, Mike is unbelievable, and he's the MVP of this team. Many people don't know that, but the sacrifice that he made this year and over the last number of months, and the way he handled it was special, and only a special guy could do that. We love him, and yeah, we wouldn't be here without him.
And now talk about Russ, because he made some calls for you, and he brought some steadiness, and the mix was right.
Yeah, it was, and Russ, thank you. You know, I seen on the Jumbotron you flashed our record without Russ and our record with Russ, so that obviously says something about his curling ability, but he is fit into this team great, and he's become a real good friend and a guy you can confide in and talk to, and you know, he's, again, a special player, and this is a great team and a lot of fun to be a part.
Well, Brad, I know it wasn't always the way when Russ began, but the Olympic Games has come to mean a great deal to curling in this country. Turn around, fellas, and put on your Team Canada jackets.
Thank you. Thanks, Jim.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Team Canada's going to Torino. Brad Gushue, along with Russ Howard, going to the Olympic Games in Torino, will return to Halifax in a moment.
Well, this celebration in Halifax might be somewhat subdued compared to the party that's probably going on right now in the province of Newfoundland, celebrating the 8-7 Brad Gushue victory over Jeff Stoughton to claim a berth in the Olympic Games, representing Canada in the men's competition, with curling getting underway in Pinerolo, about 35 kilometers southwest of Turin, on the 13th of February. That was a tremendous game. The very first end, we saw some great shots, and then the drama on the final attempt by Jeff Stoughton to roll in behind cover and just rolling a millimeter too far.
Oh, absolutely. That rock stop a centimeter sooner, and it's a different story. We're probably going to an extra end in this game, which would have been fitting, like the momentum swinging back and forth between these two great teams. Brad Gushue came out on top, and he was out on top all week. This is a very, very good young team.
At the start, Mike, we talked about Brad Gushue always having the ability, as evidenced by his 6 trips to the juniors, his 3 Brier appearances, but there was just some little thing missing. I think that problem's been solved.
Well, I think for any young team coming into the men's ranks, you have to learn how to win. Russ already knew how to win, and he brought that to the table with this Brad Gushue ring. So that part of the equation was out of the picture. It just came down to shot making, and Brad's team proved time and time again throughout the week that they were the best here for this event.
I think we're very well represented on both the men's and women's side.
It's going to be so exciting. They will be the gold medal favorites. Canada coming in. They've got some time to work on their game, get some international play before the Olympics start, and we'll be there.
Looking forward to it, and right now we'll turn you over to Scott Russell.
Thanks very much, Don. The kid, Brad Gushue, the master, Russ Howard, the team. They'll be wearing the maple leaf in Italy. Stay with us. We'll return to Halifax.